Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 20th edition of NDTV Indian of the Year 2025.
This evening we gather at a moment when India is not merely witnessing change, it is willing it into existence. Across our cities and villages, our laboratories and boardrooms, our studios and stadiums, a new confidence is taking shape, a confidence born not of chance, but of intent, of individuals who dared to imagine differently and then chose to act.
They're founders who turned instinct into innovation, scientists who transformed discovery into progress, artists who gave voice to identity, visionaries who turned conviction into change. Together, they're shaping not just the outcomes, but the very idea of India itself, Kavita.
Absolutely, Ayush. And at the heart of every great transformation lies an inevitability, an idea ahead of its time, an inspiration that lights the way when certainty hesitates, and a moment when imagination becomes impact.
This evening, we honor that spirit. The NDTV Indian of the Year 2025 is more than an award. It is a celebration of questions asked fearlessly, frontiers crossed boldly, and lives dedicated to creating lasting change.
Across 14 diverse categories, we recognize Indians whose work transcends success and whose ideas continue to inspire an entire generation.
And tonight, in the presence of this distinguished gathering, we celebrate those who remind us that the story of India is not just being written, it's being shaped, strengthened, and propelled forward by the power of ideas.
All right, can we just have it up for NDTV and the awards, the 20th edition, everybody? Now, NDTV conducted an exhaustive and meticulous process of shortlisting change makers in each category before our esteemed jury elected the winners.
Let's begin the evening by introducing to you the jury for the NDTV Indian of the Year 2025.
For over 2 decades, the NDTV Indian of the Year has celebrated the remarkable achievements of individuals and institutions who have shaped the very idea of India. This year, 6 distinguished figures from across public life gathered for a careful and considered evaluation of our winners. Sanjeev Goenka, Chairman, RP Sanjeev Goenka Group. Rajiv Memani, Chairman and CEO, EY India and President CII. Cyril Shroff, Managing Partner, Cyril Amarchand Mangaldas. Sharmila Tagore, veteran actor and former chairperson, Central Board of Film Certification. Rajiv Kumar, former Vice Chairman, Niti Aayog. B. Gopichand, Chief National Coach of the Indian Badminton Team and former All-England Champion. Their reflections led to the distinguished winners we honored this year. Choices shaped by the spirit of the theme, ideas, inspiration, impact, celebrating India's moment of brilliance.
It's always a privilege to be part of the NDTV jury.
It was really wonderful. I think we had a good sort of like-minded jury.
And also it was a very difficult choice among who would be missing out.
I was quite surprised with all the nominations, so it shows that the net was cast quite wide to collect a whole range of people in the different categories.
The country is in a once-in-a-generation churn where we are seeing shift from small incrementalism to big structural changes.
It's so difficult to decide which one. But at the end of the day, there has to be only one winner.
NDTV Indian of the Year 2025.
A round of applause for the time and stellar work that our jury put into this.
But before we proceed, let's take a minute really to thank those who made this evening possible, our sponsors.
NDTV Indian of the Year 2025 is presented by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, powered by Raymond Group, co-powered by Gallant Group, co-powered by Adani Energy, state partner, Government of Uttar Pradesh and Government of Uttarakhand, social impact partner, M3M Foundation.
Sustainability partner, ProStar M Infosystems Limited, credit score partner, CRIF Highmark Credit Bureau, industry partner, Darwin Platform Group of Companies, stationery partner, Natraj, Charging partner, Adani Power, associate partners, Just Rights for Children, Axis Max Life Insurance, and Art House Glassware.
Gifting partner, Manav Manglani. Now it's time to invite Shiv Arur, Managing Editor, NDTV 24/7, to deliver the welcome address.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is really good to see all of you. Welcome to NDTV Indian of the Year 2025. My name is Shiv Arur. I'm Managing Editor of NDTV. Now, this isn't about me, but I want to tell you a little story before we begin. My own journey with NDTV began this year in a place very far from a stage like this, on the front lines of the Pahalgam terror attack and Operation Sindoor. For me, 2025 began with India as a war fighter, a country tested, a country under fire, and yet a country of moral clarity, determined to do the right thing. Now, as a war reporter myself, watching combat up close, much of the rest of this year has simply blurred into the background, because when you're at the line of control, spending a night in a forward area as missiles cut through the darkness, everything, believe me, everything becomes much more real than you've ever experienced it before. That night, in a tiny army post a few hundred meters from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, I asked a young army jawan, probably a Gen Z boy, a simple question: what do you expect of citizens back home? He paused, thought for a moment, and then he said, "Sir, आपने वो कहावत सुनी होगी, मुझे नहीं पता किसने पहले बोला, but ये मेरा भी जवाब है. Be a citizen worth fighting for and dying for." His exact words. He said it quietly, without any bluster, without any drama, and he meant every word. A soldier who has his whole life ahead of him, he must have been in his mid-20s, and yet his sense of duty and his moral clarity as an Indian was absolute. I'll never forget his words, because it made me think about this incredible, chaotic, vibrant country we call India, and the millions of Indians who give it meaning every single day. Because India is not defined merely by borders or headlines. India is defined by the imagination of its people and the power of their intent. Across every single field, business and science, art and culture, governance and sport, Indians are reimagining what is possible. They are building, creating, and leading with an incredible, unprecedented sense of purpose. It is this collective confidence that marks a resurgent India. NDTV Indian of the Year 2025 is an incredible reflection of that spirit. Tonight, over the next few hours, it is our honor as NDTV honors outstanding Indians across 14 diverse categories, celebrating excellence not just for victories achieved, but for questions dared, risks taken, and frontiers both metaphorical and real crossed. And in a quiet way, perhaps that is what makes someone truly worthy of being celebrated in a country that is worth defending by a young soldier. Because as that young soldier reminded me on a lonely night at the line of control in May this year, a nation is only as strong as the citizens it fights for. Tonight, NDTV honors the best among us. Welcome to NDTV Indian of the Year 2025, in its 20th year, by the way. And I hope you have an absolutely beautiful evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Shiv. All right, are we set? We're going to start our first award of the night, which is for the Debutant Actor of the Year. Tonight we celebrate a first step that left a lasting impression.
This award honors an actor whose very first role announced the arrival of a compelling new voice on screen with confidence and authenticity.
To give away the first award of this evening, we would like to invite on stage Rahul Kanwal, CEO and Editor-in-Chief, NDTV.
Sachin Seth, Chairman, CRIF Highmark Credit Bureau. Sachin brings nearly 3 decades of global experience in fintech, digital, and tech. Can we please have Sachin on stage? And of course, can we also have the envelope, please?
The Brilliant Actor award goes to Ahaan Panday.
Woo!
Our favorite.
India has a new heartthrob with Sayyara. He delivered a debut performance that was instinctive, nuanced, and utterly compelling. He's the breakthrough star who has captured the industry's imagination and signaled the arrival of a major new force in contemporary cinema for redefining the rules of the debut. The NDTV Indian of the Year, Debutant Actor of the Year is Ahaan Panday.
What a smashing debut, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have a warm round of applause as we welcome our debutant of the year, Ahaan Panday. Ahaan, come.
Rahul, you can call Shalini also. You can call Shalini also. Can we have Miss Kasi also on stage? Congratulations, Ahaan. If you could stay on stage, my colleague's going to be with you shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the man everyone's talking about, everyone's new favorite face, rising star of Bollywood, Ahaan Panday. Huge round of applause for Ahaan. Ahaan, this way, please.
Sorry, ma'am.
Congratulations on the award and congratulations on the incredible love
Thank you so
for
much.
Sayyara. First big film, first big wave. Life must feel very different now.
I actually thought I would say a few things. Is that okay if I...
Yeah, sure, go ahead. It's your moment.
Actually looking at this reminds me of the first medal I ever won when I was, a child. It was for a 100-meter race. It was a silver medal. And I remember my daddy and my mama had come to watch it. And I was very frustrated because it wasn't gold. And I went up to my daddy and I said, why didn't I win that gold? I deserve the gold. I remember some time passed and she came back to me, my grandmother, and she told me that it's not about winning medals, it's about finding what you love and putting all your heart into it. And she said that if on that journey you do win a medal, then you go up on a stage, you put on a smile, and you make sure you don't give the audience a sob story. And now, some time has passed, and I'm standing here in front of all of you all, with this in my hand, with only one single silver medal to my name. And I know I owe this to Mohit Suri, Aneet Padda, my wonderful co-actress, the whole team of Sayyara, Sumanna, Sankalp, all of you are wonderful, but I know I owe this to my grandmother. She's not here anymore. She's somewhere up there in the Milky Way, beyond the galaxy. But I know she's dancing because I found my calling, and this might look like silver to you guys, but I won my gold. So thank you.
She'd be so proud of you, Ahaan. That was such a sweet story. मेरा आपसे सबसे पहला सवाल Ahaan ये है कि what was that first big moment for you when you felt that okay, this is really happening?
Honestly, it took me a very long time to have that moment. समझ में नहीं आ रहा था मुझे कि मेरे साथ हो रहा है. And I think the first time was when a dear friend of mine, whose father is actually paralyzed from the legs, actually went all the way to the cinemas to watch the movie. And I think when I heard that, it instilled something inside me, It made me feel like I have a purpose as an artist, and there's so much more I can do and I can make people feel. So I would say that was that moment.
And Sayara just took over the internet. Social media par everybody was making reels. Aapne jab audience ka reaction dekha after the release of Sayara, how did you feel in that moment as an actor and also as a human being, you know, on a personal, deeper level? What were your emotions like?
Okay, actually, I'll tell you a story on set. You know, Aneet and I were sitting and shoot khatam ho rahi thi. 2 या 3 दिन बचे थे. हम beach पे थे गोवा में. और I remember telling her कि, you know, where no one knows my face, nobody knows your face, even though she had done phenomenal work before, you know, we weren't recognizable faces. And I remember I told her that whatever happens, all that matters is that one person leaves the cinema hall feeling something, then we've done our job as artists. And to be honest, the cinema halls weren't empty. The audiences, by the grace of God and a gift from them, they flocked to the audiences. And that's the dream of an artist, you know?
Yes.
To be appreciated for your work. So I couldn't have asked for a better debut.
I think everyone absolutely loved your performance in the film. यहाँ पर I am hoping कि सभी ने सैयारा देखी है, right? सभी ने देखी है. तो सैयारा में एक आपका डायलॉग है कि मैं चाहता हूँ कि हर कोई बोले कृष कपूर वी लव यू, एंड आई थिंक आपकी परफॉर्मेंस देखने के बाद everybody was saying Ahaan Panday we love you. And how does that make you feel?
Oh, you're too kind. That's very sweet, and it made me really happy. But I'm truly overwhelmed with the love. You know, I'm, as you can see, you know, it's a lot. You know, for a new actor, for a debut actor, it's the first time. It's probably the, you know, apart from theatre and school, this is like the 3rd time I'm on a stage. So. And
he is emotional right now, and I can see it, Ahaan. Please तालियां हो जाए Ahaan के लिए. A loud cheer for Ahaan. पहली ही फिल्म से Ahaan, मतलब ये एक डेब्यू नहीं, ये एक बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग बिगिनिंग थी, विच इज सो रेयर एंड स्पेशल. हमने बहुत ज़्यादा एक्टर्स को नहीं देखा कि पहली फिल्म से ही इतना ऑडियंस का प्यार मिले, इतना सक्सेस मिले. पर यहाँ तक पहुँचने में, अभी तक की आपकी जर्नी में, व्हाट वाज द टफेस्ट पार्ट?
There wasn't anything tough, ma'am. Like I said in the speech, this has been my passion since I was a child, and I have enjoyed every bit of it. I've had the ups and downs, which any artist, any person in any industry has, and I just enjoyed it. You know, I loved every part of it. I never had a low moment.
And I'm sure आपके fans इंतजार कर रहे हैं आपकी next film का भी. तो spill the beans, कुछ बताइए आपके upcoming projects के बारे में.
It's a Ali Abbas Zafar film.
Okay.
It's, I don't know if I should say too much, should I? My team's right here, you know, I can imagine them like saying, you know.
Just ignore them. Don't feel that pressure.
No, but
कुछ तो अपने fans को आपको आज बताना ही पड़ेगा, because we are all waiting to see you in your next film.
All I could say is that I begin rolling very soon, in a couple of months. It's an action film, and
action film.
And you know, it's where it's being led by 3 people who are under the age of 30. So, you know, it's something that's not been done for a very long time. And I think the rest, maybe the audience will have to wait for it.
Okay, तो कब तक आपकी next film आने वाली है, और इस नई film में आपका हम look कितना different देखेंगे, क्या shade नजर आएगा यहाँ पर आपके performance में?
I wish I could tell you that.
अच्छा, okay, तो मतलब अभी हमें wait ही करना पड़ेगा.
Maybe you should call my director next year and he can tell you.
You can still scenes. It's not like a few million people are watching on NDTV.
हाँ, कुछ नहीं.
अच्छा, एक और सवाल मेरा आपसे था कि like hypothetically अगर आज आपको एक बार फिर से लॉन्च होना हो, तो वो कौन सी एक्ट्रेस होगी जिसके साथ आप लॉन्च होना पसंद करेंगे, आपको एक्साइटिंग लगेगा?
I think only Aneet.
Only Aneet? Okay, इस बात पे तालियां बननी चाहिए. Of course, आपकी केमिस्ट्री फिल्म में it was incredible, everyone loved it. और अपने सेट पर एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में बताइए, since Aneet is not here with us. कैसा रहा अनीत के साथ काम करने का एक्सपीरियंस?
I mean, she used to get very annoyed. I used to keep saying कि मैं उम्र में सीनियर हूँ, पर टैलेंट और काबिलियत में अनीत मुझसे बहुत सीनियर है. She's phenomenal, and she is just a mammoth of talent, you know. Even on set, when you see her, she's just so much to learn, you know, from her. So, I learned so much from Aneet, and I owe a lot to her. And my growth on Sayara, I owe it to Mohit Suri, but also Aneet Patta.
ग्रेट। और अब मैं ये जानना चाहूँगी कि इस अवार्ड को मिलने के बाद आप सेलिब्रेट कैसे करने वाले हैं? Would you like to celebrate with us?
I would love to, but my team is going to take me home, so...
All right. लेकिन चलते चलते अपने फैंस के लिए, हम सभी ऑडियंस के लिए, अगर सैयारा का कोई डायलॉग आप हमारे लिए बोल सके, would be great.
I can... which dialogue? Is there a specific one you would like?
You decide your favorite dialogue from the film.
There's that one moment, no? The hand-holding moment. I think that's the only dialogue.
अभी कुछ पल बाकी हैं.
अभी भी कुछ पल बाकी है मेरे पास.
अच्छे से करते हैं एक बार इस सीन को, I think.
अच्छा, और आप
और अच्छे से, like कैरेक्टर में आके बिल्कुल.
डायरेक्टर बन जाओ.
अच्छा, मैं
Malika, turn into the actress for the scene.
Okay, ठीक है.
Also, actually, if I could take a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. I actually wanted to. This is a sticker of Aneet.
Oh, wow.
Could you help me put it?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So Aneet is not here with us today, but
This says would have been here, but exams.
but exams, yes. And actually, Aneet is supposedly getting the same award in the female category, and she actually had something to say. So she sent a little note, if I could read out.
Wow, lovely.
And
Please go
just
ahead.
give me a sec. Okay, so this is from Aneet Padda. Good evening, everyone. Unfortunately, I couldn't be here tonight, but fortunately, Ahaan lost a bet, so he's lending me his voice. I'm hoping the sticker is doing enough to convince you I'm somewhere nearby. He did win one bet, unfortunately, so you won't hear his high-pitched Aneet voice tonight, even though it's alarmingly good. I grew up far away from sets and spotlights, with no map for how a life like this is built. Just a feeling that wouldn't leave me alone. That there was something I wanted to say even before I knew how to say it. Cinema gave that feeling a language, love gave it a reason, and this year, those two met. Through Mohit Suri's magic, through Akshay Vidhani taking a chance on a film, and on two imperfect, unconventional kids, through Adi Sir's faith and the legacy he continues to build with such integrity and love. Through Sumanna Ghosh and Shanu Sharma's vision, and through everyone who chose to sit and feel Sayara with us. Thank you NDTV for this honor, for seeing me. To my mom, dad, sister, my dadi and my home, my dadu who taught me the language of love, thank you for giving me pieces of you. I carry them and I return to them when I feel lost. Thank you Nitya Mehra and Karan Kapadia for making space for me and showing me how to take space. And thank you Babaji for this beautiful, mysterious life. I promise to keep feeling honestly and passing it on in the smallest way I know how, through a look, a line, a moment on a movie screen. And I promise to never forget that somewhere someone is sitting alone with a dream, wondering if it's enough. And I promise that it is. Aneet Padda, ladies and gentlemen. I hope her award reaches her house.
That was so sweet, Ahaan. So back to our Sayara moment.
Yes, sure. Come.
Can we have the Sayara song?
Do we have a volunteer actually?
Huh?
We'll have a volunteer. Right?
I don't mind if you don't mind.
He's right there. The diva
Of course you
herself.
wouldn't mind.
Can we have the music, please?
Maybe we can have the crowd sing the song. Does anybody want to volunteer?
Yeah, anybody wants. All right. I have to come.
अभी भी कुछ पल बाकी है मेरे पास.
Wow. Thank you, Ahaan.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Yes,
Thank
good.
you so much. We
Yes,
wish you all the luck and success, Ahaan. Thank you so much. Big round of applause for Ahaan Panday.
Thank you. Thank you, Ahaan.
Thank you.
Thank you,
A
brother.
huge round of applause, please, for Ahaan Panday.
And thank you, Aneet, as well, for that lovely note. All right, our next category is Disruptor of the Year. This award recognizes those who challenge the status quo, broke conventions, and changed the rules of the game.
And for our list of nominees, it begins with Sridhar Vembu, co-founder and chief scientist at Zoho.
Alak Pandey, founder and CEO, Physics Wala.
Lalit Keshre, co-founder and CEO, Grow.
Dr. Pratyush Kumar and Dr. Vivek Raghavan, co-founders Sarvam AI.
To give away this award, we'd like to invite on stage Rajiv Memani, chairman and CEO at EY India and member of the Indian of the Year jury, and
Mr. Rohit Khanna, head corporate communications. and Jatin Khanna, Head Corporate Development, Raymond Group. As Raymond celebrates its centennial year, it has been a custodian of craft style and a pioneer in India's journey from fiber to fabric and fashion. Can we have the envelope, please? This is good to the...
Hi, Disruptor of the Year, Sridhar Vembu.
In a world that once believed innovation was born overseas, one man proved it could rise from the heart of India. Sridhar Vembu didn't just build a technology company, he built a belief. Earlier this year, that belief found national recognition when Union Home Minister Amit Shah publicly commended Zoho Mail as a shining example of India's homegrown digital capability. At Zoho, he showed the world that global excellence can be rooted in small towns, powered by Indian talent and driven by self-reliance. As India champions local entrepreneurship and trusted technology, standing at the forefront of that quiet revolution is the NDTV Indian of the Year 2025, Disruptor of the Year, Sridhar Vembu.
A huge round of applause, please. The Disruptor of the Year, NDTV Indian of the Year 2025, is none other than Sridhar Vembu.
Thank you.
Mr. Vembu, if you can make your way here, we'd like to couple of words
And
with
also
you, please.
thank you for everyone joining us on stage.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Vembu, if you could stay back and join Alex
Please join me, sir.
for a fireside chat.
So, first of all, before I ask you about what led to this award, ladies and gentlemen, if you think that he rocks this veshti better than I'm rocking the suit, can you please give him a big round of applause? This is truly Indian. This is truly Indian, and it represents what you're trying to build, Mr. Vembu, because you've gone from Silicon Valley to India's villages, and you're building for India. Tell us about why you made that shift, and how it's so dramatically different from Silicon Valley.
Well, even Silicon Valley is mostly relying on our talent.
What are you talking about?
So we decided to go where the talent is at the root, where so much of the talent is there. Why wait for the talent to have to show up there? So we go to the source, right? It's a basic instinct, and I can tell you I have to dedicate all of this to my awesome team that keep building stuff. And in our industry, you have to stay relevant. I mean, for example, today, just today, there's news that SaaS industry is supposed to be dead because of AI. So that's tech, right? If we miss this turn of AI, we'll be dead. So that's what keeps us on our toes. But if we are able to navigate this, we'll be even bigger. So on that, we have been able to navigate 2 or 3 such transitions, cloud, all of this. Now the next big wave is upon us, and we are on it. So maybe in 5 years, we'll know whether we have done it.
In 5 years, but at this moment, you're talking about a time where the globe is saying that the US is building AI, China is building AI, India is not necessarily yet on that map. Then, do you agree with that? And do you say that that can change very dramatically?
Yeah, yes, on one level. The big models, the $1 trillion investment, obviously India is not there on the map. But at the more impactful, smaller scale models in business use, we are on it. We are actually, among other companies, we are one of the ones who are playing there. For example, to give you a dimension of these things, we are at 70 billion parameter, they would be a trillion parameter. But those are orders of magnitude more expensive to train. So that's where the DeepSeek showed that you can do it a lot cheaper. So we are working on disrupting that way. I also do believe that
There's a lot more energy efficient AI that's going to come, not today. That's again another form of disruption. So there's a lot of opportunity to disrupt.
So I do want to ask you, you have some Bollywood stars in the audience, and you have a lot of performers as well, people watching from home, a lot of people that put their content out on social media as well. Artificial intelligence is disrupting that as well. Do you think that there's space for both to function together, or could it dramatically change in the next 2 years?
My sense of it today, in the biggest disruption is happening in how we write code. On then entertainment, there is of course TV commercials are all made through AI now, though it's questionable. Sometimes the audience doesn't like it. Sometimes the audience likes it. We have actually made some commercials with AI too, and at least they look good inside. We don't know whether when we launch we'll know. So that's the disruption that's coming. But overall, I still think, the economy will be powered by humans. Unless AI is consuming all of it, AI is producing and consuming everything, the economy will have to be powered by humans. That's why we are betting on humans too.
So one message that you want to give out to the creators here first, and two, is there a line of a song that you'd like to sing to dedicate to this audience? No. Something that code will never be able to do, get Mr. Vembu to sing a song. Sing a song for us, Mr. Vembu.
No, you're putting me,
I'm putting you on the spot. The spotlight is bright. Go for it.
So I love to sing from my childhood an MGR song. Our Purachit தலைவர், as we call him in Tamil Nadu.
There you go. So, big round of applause.
And there was a song that it was actually an MGR and I believe Jayalalitha song. It's very popular in Tamil Nadu, and you know that how popular they, of course, were. This was the அதோ அந்த பறவை போல வாழ வேண்டும் இதோ இந்த அலைகள் போல ஆட வேண்டும்.
Lovely, oh lovely. Put your hands together if you want to get him to sing some more.
It says we want to fly like the birds and we want to dance like the waves and celebrate our freedom. That was the song, and that was one of the most popular songs of MGR. So.
And there's no wonder. What beautiful lyrics those were. We've got a small hamper for you, Mr. Vembu, if you can have that come up on stage as well. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being such a lovely sport and Indian of the Year, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll take that.
Thank you, Mr. Vembu. Many hidden talents there that we didn't know of. Our next category is for Social Impact of the Year, and the nominees are
Safina Hussain, founder, Educate Girls; Aniket Dogar, founder and CEO of Haq Darshak;
Raju Nepali, social worker, and Bhim Singh Bhavesh, social worker.
To give away the award, we'd like to invite back on stage Mr. Rajiv Kumar, Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog, who was on the Indian of the Year jury this year; Mr. Ravi Kant, National Convener, Just Rights for Children. Just Rights for Children, Vedika, is one of the world's largest civil society networks dedicated to ensuring that crimes against children do not go unpunished.
Can we have the envelope, please, as soon as we have our distinguished guests on stage?
And the winner is Bhim Singh Bhavesh.
Can we have a huge round of applause, please, for Bhim Singh Bhavesh, the winner of this category.
Congratulations, Mr. Bhavesh. If you could just stay back on stage to be with our colleague, Sikta.
Can we also have a look at Mr. Bhavesh's ear up with the AB on the screen, please?
बहुत
बहुत मुबारक बहुत बहुत मुबारक
Journalist and social worker Bhim Singh Bhavesh has dedicated over 2 decades to uplifting the marginalized Musahar community. Through his relentless efforts in education and social empowerment, he has transformed countless lives, educating more than 8,000 Musahar children, supporting more than 100 orphans, and helping 125 students secure national scholarships. His dedication earned him the prestigious Padma Shri Award in 2025 for improving educational outcomes, fostering dignity and self-worth among the Musahar people, and transforming lives of a marginalized community. The Indian of the Year, Social Impact of the Year, goes to Bhim Singh Bhavesh.
बहुत बहुत मुबारक। आज इस मंच से इंडिया को सेलिब्रेट करने का दिन है, इंडियंस को सेलिब्रेट करने का दिन है। आपने अपने काम से प्रधानमंत्री के मन में जगह बनाई, पद्मा अवार्ड आपको हासिल हुआ। ये बताइए, वो लम्हा हम जानना चाहते हैं। आपका काम हमने देखा, जब आपको लगा कि मैं आज रात नहीं सो पाऊंगा जो मैंने देखा है और मुझे कुछ बदलना है।
मेरी आंखें डबडबा जाती हैं आज भी, जब 2003 में मैं पहली बार वहां खबर लिखने के लिए मुसहर जाति के टोले में गया था और वहां की दुस्थिति देखा हमने और उनकी बुनियादी जरूरतों को जो मैंने देखा और मैंने बात किया, तो मुझे लगा कि मुझको कुछ करना चाहिए। और जब मैं उनसे बात करने लगा तो कई ऐसे सवाल उठे मन में कि मुझे लगा कि ये लोग अभी 18वीं 19वीं सदी में जी रहे हैं। 2-3 बातों मैं आपसे शेयर करना चाहूंगा। मैंने उनसे कहा कि ये विधवाओं को पेंशन तो सरकार दे रही है, मिलता है कि नहीं? तो उन्होंने कहा कि पेंशन नहीं मिलती है, मृत्यु प्रमाण पत्र नहीं है, नाली गली की गंभीर समस्या है। मैंने कहा कि ये बच्चे स्कूल क्यों नहीं जाते हैं? तो उन्होंने अपनी भाषा में कहा कि टोलवा के कोनो लइकवा जा है जे हम अपन लइका भेजी, यानी टोले का कोई बच्चा स्कूल नहीं जा रहा है तो हम अपने बच्चे को कैसे भेजें? यानी हम आज के सभ्य समाज में लोग सब कुछ खर्च करके बच्चे को पढ़ाना चाहता है और वे लोग सारी सुविधाओं के बाद इसलिए नहीं जा रहे हैं कि जागरूकता का घोर अभाव है। बहुत उसके बाद बीच बीच में ऐसी ऐसी बातें उन लोगों को कि हमने सुना कि मुझे लगा कि इनके लिए कुछ करना चाहिए।
आपने इनके लिए कुछ लिखा भी है, इनको मोटिवेट करने के लिए हमारे ऑडियंस को यहाँ सुनाइए। लेट मी टेल यू लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग टू भावेश जी, उनकी आंखें भर आ रही हैं, आंखों में आंसू हैं, इमोशनल हैं आप जब इस समुदाय की बात, इस कम्युनिटी की आप बात करते हैं। सुनाइए आपने क्या लिखा है।
इमोशनल इसलिए भी हूँ कि आज मैं NDTV परिवार को धन्यवाद देता हूँ और जब मैं मुसहर टोलियों में गुजरता हूँ मेरे शरीर महक जाते थे। परिवार की पत्नी आई हुई हैं, सब लोग बहुत सहयोग किए और मैं सोचा नहीं था कि मुसहर टोली से मेरा यह जो यात्रा है वो आज यहाँ पहुँच जाएगा। इसके लिए
अपनी जीवन साथी की बात कर रही हैं, पद्मा देवी आपकी हमसफर, प्रेमा देवी जी आपकी हमसफर इस वक्त आपके साथ हैं इस नए अचीवमेंट के लिए। एलेक्स, अगर आप उनसे बात कर पाए, क्योंकि हमसफर एक साथी की जरूरत होती है जब अपना मुकाम आप हासिल करना चाहते हैं। ये बताइए कि आपके लिए ये जो जर्नी थी आप कैसी जुड़ी आप? आपको लगा एक पत्रकार है, ये क्या करने जा रहे हैं?
सिर्फ हम मदद किए हैं, सहयोग किए हैं, ज्यादा कुछ नहीं किए हैं, सब उनका है।
आप इस मंच पे आप अगर इनको एक मैसेज देना चाहोगे तो वो क्या होगा?
बस हमसे इनका मदद किए हैं।
Ladies and gentlemen, big round of applause for Prema ji, please, because this is
की जरूरत होती जब इस तरह के सफर में निकले। तो चलते चलते वो गीत जो आपने इस समुदाय के लिए
मैंने उन समुदाय के लिए एक पुस्तक लिखा है, हाशिए पर हसरत, और एक गीत लिखा है उनके लिए। लेकिन ये आज के तारीख में एक बहुत सोचने सवाल है कि 41 लाख आबादी है मुसहर जाति की केवल बिहार में, और उनके लड़के मात्र 98,000 पास है मैट्रिक, 2% भी मैट्रिक पास नहीं है उनके बच्चे। उनके लिए बहुत समाज को करना चाहिए। शराब उनके लिए बहुत ज्यादा उनके टोलों में, उसी पर मैंने एक गीत लिखा उनके लिए। हम ना चराइब बाबू तोहरी सुअरिया, दिन भर खेते खेते सुअरी चरावेला, सांझ पहरिया तू घरे अपना आवेला, दुनिया के देखिला ता सूझे ना दुआरिया, अब ना चराइब बाबू तोहरी सुअरिया।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया और एक बार फिर बहुत बहुत मुबारक इस नए अचीवमेंट के लिए आपको।
आप सबको धन्यवाद, बहुत बहुत।
Thank you so much, sir. Moving on to our next category, which happens to be Health Leader of the Year. And the nominees are
Dr. Ashish Satav and Dr. Kavita Satav, founders Mahan Trust.
Mukti Bosco, founder Healing Fields Foundation.
Dr. Vibha Krishnamurthy, founder Umeed Child Development Center.
And nurse Kamala Devi. To give away the award, we'd like to invite back on stage Kiran Nadar, founder Kiran Nadar Museum of Art.
Anurag Chauhan, Director General Counsel and Company Secretary, Axis Max Life Insurance, which is one of India's leading life insurers with operations spanning over 2 decades. Thank you, ma'am. It's always a pleasure. Can we have the envelope, please?
The Health Leader of the Year award goes to Dr. Ashish and Kavita Satav.
Can we have a huge round of applause, please? And also to look back on their journey, can we also have the AV on the screen?
27 years ago, Dr. Kavita and Dr. Ashish Satav took a courageous leap into the unknown when they arrived in the highly impoverished, remote, hilly area of Melghat. Close to 3 decades later, the Satavs have healed lakhs of tribals, treating everything from critical emergencies like cerebral malaria to chronic illnesses to restoring sight through thousands of free eye surgeries. Their visionary childcare program has significantly reduced infant mortality for dedicating their lives to serving a neglected and remote tribal population and for transforming healthcare in Melghat. The Indian of the Year for healthcare leadership goes to Dr. Ashish Satav and Dr. Kavita Satav.
A round of applause, please, for our winners. I don't know if you remember, we met you at the airport and my daughter came up to you and yeah, that's my daughter. You remember? That was in Bali.
Over to you, Kavita.
Thank you so much, Ayush. Well, congratulations. Can we please have another round of applause?
Thank you.
For Dr. Kavita and Dr. Ashish. अगर हम हेल्थ केयर की बात करें, डॉक्टर आशीष, डॉक्टर कविता, चैलेंजेस तब भी थे, लेकिन वी नो द इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ हेल्थ. अगर हम विकसित भारत की बात करें, क्या चेंज तब और अब में है? चैलेंजेस तब भी थे और अब भी हैं. ट्रूली हेल्दी इंडिया के लिए क्या चैलेंजेस हैं?
सबसे पहले मैं चैलेंजेस के बारे में बोलूँगा. जब हम लोग वहाँ गए अराउंड 1998, 98 में, तो रास्ते नहीं थे, कोई भी डॉक्टर नहीं था, पढ़ा लिखा डॉक्टर्स नहीं था। लोगों को एक गर्भवती यदि महिला है, यदि उसको अपने छोटे बीमार बच्चे को दवाखाना ले जाना है, तो शी हैज टू वॉक एटलीस्ट 19 kilometers टू रीच MBBS डॉक्टर. द डॉक्टर पॉपुलेशन रेशियो वाज लेस देन 1:20,000 and the infant mortality rate was more than 140 per 1,000 live births, and maternal mortality rate was more than 300 per lakh live births, as well as the death of people in economically productive age group, that is 16 to 60 years age group, was more than 500 per lakh population, and these are more than 2.3 times as compared to rest of India. The prevalence of severe malnutrition was more than 20%, and it is because of poverty, illiteracy, superstitions, difficult to access healthcare services in that area. The changes are significant nowadays. At least doctors are coming, specialty doctors are there, and government has started a 50-bedded hospital which was non-existent in that time. And so definitely
so changes बहुत हैं, and like you say, the impact, whether it's reduction in maternal mortality, infant mortality की अगर बात करें, from not having roads to today there are over 75 global, the doctors who are part of that. आपने वो कैसे किया? When we talk about the change, again getting the doctors to come and work with the tribal community, which is about 9% of our population, so it's a huge number.
Yes. First of all, I should say that I came here because of those helping hands, like more than 75 surgeons and doctors are coming to our center and giving their free services. So it's a big teamwork. So I came here primarily because I wanted to give thanks to them. Because of this teamwork, we could achieve all those things. And I should say that it's Almighty who arranges everything. Because when I was pursuing my MBBS and MS in Government Medical College, Nagpur, so that time I was allotted a job in general surgery, and from that job of general surgery we could conduct the free surgery camps in Melghat. So there is a big network of surgeons who are coming and dedicating their 4 to 5 days in a year, and so many camps we can conduct and give benefit to the tribals. So it's
ensuring that last mile connectivity and healthcare reaches each and everyone.
Yes.
Congratulations, and thank you so much for coming. Congratulations.
Thank you.
If you could just stay back, we have a gift for you. If you want to give you a little token, please stay back.
Yes.
So you can give me the mic. Please, Gangwani.
So we dedicate this to our Ahaan team.
So that one's for the Ahaan team. A big round of applause. Thank you so much. All right, our next category is Actor of the Year Female, and the nominees are
Rashmika Mandana
Janhvi Kapoor
and Tripti Dimri.
And to give away the award, we would like to invite back on stage Kirunadar founder, Kirunadar Museum of Art, Dr. Payal Kanodia, Chairperson and Trustee, M3M Foundation, which works to bring development across all sections of the society, including education, health, livelihoods, and environment conservation. And business entrepreneur Manav Gangwani.
You can do the I'll open it for you. Okay. Okay. Proud to say the Actor of the Year Female, I'm sure you all know, Janhvi Kapoor.
Huge round of applause for Janhvi Kapoor. We also have the AV on screen to document this beautiful journey.
Some performances speak loudly, others stay with you long after the screen fades to black. In Homebound, Janhvi Kapoor's performance was just that.
PhD भी करेंगे तभी लोग अपनी कुर्सी हमसे सटा के बैठेंगे चल रहे हैं
2025 has been the year that was truly Janhvi's. Through varied roles and genres, she demonstrated range and discipline, signaling a maturing and compelling voice in contemporary cinema for roles that shaped the year in performance and craft. NDTV Indian of the Year 2025, Actor of the Year, Female, is Janhvi Kapoor.
Congratulations, Janhvi. We pose for a photograph, please.
Come now, folks. Get closer. Get closer.
Thank you all for joining us. Janhvi, if I could request you to stay back. My colleague Aryan is waiting to have a chat with you.
Many, many congratulations, Janhvi. Give her a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Before I ask my questions, of course, give us the acceptance speech, Janhvi.
I hope you guys don't mind if I take a little bit more than a minute with my acceptance speech. It's just that this means a lot to me, and it's my first award for this very special film that I've done, and Neeraj sir, my director, is in the audience today. It's ironic because I did this film really without wanting anything in return or having any sort of expectations, which is something that you seldom do in the industry that I come from. And so it really is ironic that this is the film that's given me the most, and I don't mean in tangible ways like the awards or the recognition or the crazy world tour that the film has been on, but I mean in the ways that it's made me recognize the person that I want to be, the kind of artist that I want to be. It's made me sensitive to, I guess, the cracks in our society, but also the unimaginable hope and goodness in it, the beauty in it, the terror in it, the division in it, but also the unity in it. And for all of these reasons, I'm extremely grateful to be a part of this journey. I'm extremely grateful to Neeraj sir for seeing something in me that on most days I can't even see in myself. And I really think that's what this film is about. It's about seeing people for what they really are and feeling seen. And that's really what we hope that you take away from this experience. That's what I took away, so yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
I mean, you didn't expect anything, and it's in the Oscars. I mean, that I think it would be a great strategy to follow for all of us. But you know, Janhvi, you have lived a public life for a very long time, and of course, you have felt the pressure of it, as you also mentioned. But with this much of success, today you're NDTV Indian of the Year, has that pressure gone? Are you much more relaxed?
No, I don't know if you guys could tell, like my hand is shaking with this mic in it because I'm in this amazing room with so many formidable people, so the pressure really never goes away. I think the pressure's kind of turned into responsibility, and I'm more cognizant of it, so yeah.
Lovely, and you know, you've also spoken of love and compassion, which is a very crucial part for any artist, I would say. And you've also spoken about your mom and dad's love story and how you have, you know, gained a lot from it. What has been your biggest takeaway and which you apply till date in your own life, like the love and compassion lessons that you've learned from your parents?
I think just loyalty and trust. But more than anything, having respect for one another, respect for each other's opinions, their space, giving each other, your partner, your companion, or even your friend circle and the people around you room to grow and have their own experiences and not curbing that instinct. So yeah, I think that when you're around people that are truly compassionate and love you for who you are, you can be the best version of yourself. And you're not reduced to other people's opinion of yourself, which is, I think, very important.
Right. You on a lighter note, you're good at so many things. Is there anything that you're not good at that you hide from your public life?
You know, I was told before I came on the stage that, oh, everyone's having a lot of fun. This person sang and that person sang, and that's one thing I'm not good at. I promise you, if I start singing, this hall will be empty in half a second. No.
Oh, you can dance.
The night is still young, and I feel like there are a lot of people waiting to get their awards, which they should get. And if I start singing, they'll be like, screw that, I need to
But as a kid, you know, you're from a film family, but as a kid, whenever you had guests over, what was one thing that you would do for them? Would you do a couplet? Would you sing a song? What would you do?
I was very enterprising, so I'd put on skits, I'd direct and act in the skits and little dance shows, and I was so enterprising that they had to pay a fee to enter to see me perform, but they had to pay to leave as well.
So what does our audience get today? Do we get to hear dialogue? Do we get to hear you sing? What do we get?
What do you all want? You all really don't want to hear me sing.
Yeah, guys, I have heard like she's great at mimicry. Do you want to do some impressions?
Who do you want me to imitate?
Who do you imitate the most or the best?
You can do.
I imitate Anil Chachu.
Lovely. Guys, give her a huge round of applause. You want me to hold that for you?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
क्या लग रहा हूँ मैं एकदम झकास क्या लग रहा है यार एकदम जॉ लाइन शार्प हो गए खाने में क्या आई कांट ईट सुनीता देख रही है मुझे बट एक दे चिकन कबाब अच्छा है ना ओ सुनीता नथिंग एट ऑल so sharp and good looking.
Love that, Janhvi. That's spectacular. I would give this back to you. You come from a family of icons. One icon that you had to dedicate this award to, if you had to, who would it be?
I think Neeraj sir. I think this man is a national treasure. He is hands down my favorite person. And I was talking some time ago about feeling seen and being able to really see people for who they truly are without judging them. And I think that he's taught me that, and he makes me feel so seen. And I think that if you see this film or everything that he's made, one of the superpowers that he has is that he makes people feel seen, which I think is a lost art in today's day and age. And
you know what?
I hope to God that part of him is preserved.
I have the mic.
Let's go to him.
I have the
my
mic right
colleague
here.
Alex is here.
Neeraj, you want to respond to that?
Oh, I'm I'm feeling so happy to see Janhvi getting this award. It means a lot to me. Without you, this film would have been impossible, Janhvi. You bring the emotional core of the film, you know, and seeing you take this award and accepting with such grace, it's just sheer happiness.
Doesn't this feel like the climax of a movie where like, the actress is on stage and she's talking and from the audience he stands up and anyway, we had our moment.
You know, but I do want to hear, and I'm sure everybody here wants to hear, some behind the scenes stuff. Homebound was such a raw, impactful film, but I'm pretty sure there was a few light moments on the set as well. Tell us a little bit of what we don't yet know.
I think Janhvi should talk about those.
Do you have a light moment to share from Homebound?
I think the one moment that I can remember is that I was shooting for a Telugu film of mine simultaneously, which I'm still shooting for, which I will probably continue shooting for the next year. And so every time I'd come on set, so was very like, thoda Telugu ho raha hai, back to where this film is from. So he was very, this thing about my accent. But I don't know if we were like laughing and rolling on the floor. It was just a very pleasant, light, beautiful experience.
Lovely. And you know, when we talk about it, thank you very much, sir. When we talk about NDTV Indian of the Year, you know, it's about legacy, it's about number of years. And we had a tiny little thing for you to see. If we can have that AV play out for Janhvi, please.
Shridevi's back, better than ever before. She's our Entertainer of the Year. First, Shridevi, just to say, when Bollywood heroes get older every year, their heroines get younger. You've changed that around. Thank you for the compliments. Do you hope that's going to happen more often? Do you hope that's going to happen more often, that we see heroines of substance actually take center stage?
Well, things are changing, and I'm hoping for the best. And even the producers are willing to make films different. So I'm really wishing all the best for them.
Janhvi, 2012, and now cut to 2025. What does this make you feel?
I didn't know this. I don't think I recalled that she was here, but I could tell she was very excited about the honor. One thing that we definitely have in common is that we're both very nervous speakers on stage, clearly. But no, this was so special, and thank you so much for sharing this with me. I think that as a public person and having this part of my life be such a public aspect of it, I'm sort of forced to put on a brave face and behave proper and polite and, not too emotional or not too personal about things. But this was a very personal moment for me, and I'm so moved by it. And this award is such a special award. Like I said, it's my first for Homebound and all of that, but this made it even more special. So thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Janhvi, and once again, congratulations on the award.
Thank you. Thank you, Arun.
Thank you, Janhvi. Congratulations once again.
A huge round of applause for our Actor of the Year female, Janhvi Kapoor.
And now it's time to call Senior Managing Editor Vishnu Som on stage.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's a profound honor and a distinct privilege for us to welcome with us today one of the most distinguished legal minds of our time in our country, the Honorable Justice Surya Kant, Chief Justice of India. Very loud round of applause. Justice Surya Kant's journey is a testament to the power of perseverance. Thank you, sir, so much for being here this evening, and of intellectual rigor. From his early days at the bar in Hisar to his elevation as a judge of the Punjab and Haryana High Court, later on as a Chief Justice of the Himachal Pradesh High Court as well, Justice Surya Kant has consistently demonstrated an unwavering commitment to the rule of law and the sanctity of the Constitution. And I think more than anything else, it's our Constitution that's so important. It is our lifeblood. Throughout his tenure on the bench, he's been known for his pragmatic approach, his empathy for the common person, and a judicial philosophy that balances the letter of the law with the spirit of justice, which very often is missed. His judgments reflect a deep-seated vision for a more equitable, a more accessible legal system for every Indian citizen. Sir, your presence here today is an inspiration for us. We'd like to thank you, and we are very eager to hear your insights and be guided by your wisdom. If I can just ask you to come and deliver your address. Thank you, sir.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there are few moments in life as uplifting as tonight where we get to witness deserving individuals receive recognition for their talents. In a world that often moves too fast, pausing to celebrate the achievements of those who have labored with dedication, creativity, and passion is a profound reminder of the beauty of human potential. I must firstly commend NDTV for orchestrating an evening that has been, in every sense, exceptional. It is a rare achievement to unite such a constellation of brilliance under one roof. I find myself in sheer awe at the illustrious talent being honored here today. They include the visionary artists, elite athletes, and brilliant scientists who have each pushed our nation toward greater heights and bolder horizons. When we watch someone extraordinary step into the light of recognition, we are not merely applauding a single act or accomplishment. We are honoring years of unseen effort, countless challenges overcome, and the unique brilliance they bring to their craft. Each award, each accolade is a story of perseverance, resilience, and the courage to believe in one's gifts. The joy of those moments lies not only in the pride of the recipients, but also in the inspiration they extend to all of us. Recognizing diverse talents affirms that every skill, every voice, and every perspective has a place in the tapestry of our shared human experience. It tells the young artists that their imagination matters, the diligent scientists that their discoveries shape the world, and the quiet community builder that their impact is felt far and wide. Perhaps there is no finer example of this spirit than the young women present with us this evening, who have represented our nation so gallantly on the international cricket pitch. In bringing home such immense glory, they have redefined the very standards of excellence and shown us what it truly means to function as a cohesive unit. Among us, paramount of their craft, like Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, who have fundamentally shifted our comprehension and whose audacy serves as an exemplification of fact that sky is no longer the limit. It is merely a new frontier to be explored and mastered. Today, we gather to honor these remarkable individuals, and I am reminded of the profound ripple effect that recognition can have, especially on the hearts and minds of the young. For every award bestowed and every name celebrated on this stage, there is a young mind watching, listening, and dreaming. Children and young adults often look to those who are rewarded as living proof that patience and persistence bear fruit. When they see someone's talent acknowledged, be it in art, science, service, or leadership, they behold a reflection of what might one day be possible for themselves. These moments plant seeds of ambition and hope, nurturing the belief that their own unique gifts can make a difference. It serves as a vivid reminder that reaching the upper echelons of success does not require trudging along well-worn paths. Instead, it validates the decision to venture into less trodden trails, those shaped by unique interests or more nuanced skill sets. By eliminating these diverse journeys, we ensure our youths are not pigeonholed into conventional expectations. We grant them the courage to pursue their true passion, securing the knowledge that greatness is not found in conformity, but in the relentless pursuit of one's own distinct calling. While we commend our achievers for their triumphs today, let us also honor the quiet strength of those who walked beside them every step of the way. Success is rarely the product of solitary effort. Behind every achievement stands a network of love, encouragement, and support, a family, a circle of mentors, and a community that nourished the dream long before it became a reality. The late night conversations, the sacrifices made, the unwavering belief in moments of doubt, all of these form the invisible scaffolding that allows a person to rise. Family and support systems are the soil in which the seed of talent germinates, providing the nourishment that transforms potential into achievement. Even the most personal victories are, in fact, and in truth, shared triumphs, a reflection of both individual determination and collective care. Celebrating an achiever means honoring the village that raised them, the friends who encouraged them, and the silent hands that steadied them along the way. As we recognize the accomplishment of these extraordinary individuals, may we also extend gratitude to the families, mentors, and communities whose faith made these achievements possible. It is in this union of personal effort and shared support that the true beauty of human accomplishments resides. To our awardees, I say this: your accomplishments are not the end of journey. They are beacon for journeys yet to begin. This evening is a testament to what perseverance and enthusiasm can accomplish when guided by the human spirit's boundless potential. Receiving an award is far more than a moment in the spotlight. Behind every accolade lies a chronicle of countless trials and triumphs, of late night, early mornings, and an unshakable commitment to excellence. Each of our awardees has lit the way for the next generation, proving that with grit and tenacity, every goal is within reach. On behalf of all gathered here, I also extend my warmest congratulations to each of you. May this honor remind you of the difference you have made, and may it be the beginning of every greater achievement ahead. May you, the dear awardees, continue to bring laurels to our great nation. Thank you very much. Thank you for giving this opportunity to share my views. Jai Hind.
Vishnu, go.
Thank you so much.
A small token of appreciation from Indian couturier and business entrepreneur Manav Gangwani. Well, our next category is Director of the Year, and the nominees are
Neeraj Ghewan for Homebound,
Mohit Suri for Sayara.
Rishabh Shetty for Kantara.
And to give away the award, we would like to invite back on stage Chief Justice of India, Justice Surya Kant, please.
Our jury member, Rajiv Kumar, former Vice Chairman of the Niti Aayog.
And Mr. Mayank Agarwal, CEO, Gallant Group. Gallant Group is a conglomerate with a diverse portfolio spanning steel and cement manufacturing, power generation, real estate, and agroing since the year 1984. Can we have the envelope, please? All right, this is the moment we've been waiting for.
The Director of the Year award goes to Neeraj Ghewan.
Some directors chase skill, others shape cinema through truth.
हेलो सर, पुलिस भर्ती का रिजल्ट कब है? मोहम्मद सोहेब हमारा दोस्त है। दोस्त की मजबूरी बचपन से झेल रहे।
Neeraj Ghewan belongs firmly to the latter. With Homebound, he delivered a film of rare emotional precision.
किसी के बाप ने हिम्मत नहीं होगी हमको घर आने की।
And stands at the cusp of creating history at the Oscars. From his earliest work to this defining moment, Ghewan's films have consistently drawn critical praise for their honesty, social insight, and enduring impact. At a time when spectacle often matters more than storytelling, his voice stood apart for shaping Indian cinema with depth and rare courage and conscience. NDTV Indian of the Year 2025. Best Director is Neeraj Ghewan.
पुलिस सेवा भर्ती एवं प्रणोती बोर्ड में आपका स्वागत है।
We have a huge round of applause, please, for Neeraj Ghewan.
हेलो सर, पुलिस भर्ती का रिजल्ट कब तक आएगा?
Thank you so much to the presenters. Mr. Ghewan, can we please have you with us for a minute more? Of course, there's a conversation, and we also have a gift from you from Manav Gangwani.
कुछ फिल्ममेकर ऐसे होते हैं जिनकी कहानियां थिएटर में देखकर हम शोर मचाते हैं, पर कुछ ऐसे होते हैं जो हमारे अंदर शोर जगा जाते हैं, जो शायद थिएटर से निकलने के बाद हमें सोचने पर मजबूर कर जाते हैं, कैमरा बंद होने के बाद अंदर के इंसान को जगा जाते हैं। मसान से होमबाउंड से आपकी कहानियां ऐसी ही हैं। बहुत सारे सफल लोग यहाँ पर हैं, लेकिन होमबाउंड हम देखते तो हमें लगता है कि वो जो सफलता के पीछे खामोशी है, वो जो कुर्बानी है, उसे आपने एहसास झकझोर दिया। ये अलग फिल्म क्यों? मसान, होमबाउंड?
देखिए, क्योंकि मीडिया में या मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया में अगर कहूँ तो कहानियाँ जो बोली जा रही हैं वो शायद सिर्फ 15% पॉपुलेशन की बोली जा रही हैं, और शायद वही लोग अपनी कहानियाँ बता रहे हैं, लेकिन रेस्ट ऑफ इंडिया उसकी बातें कोई नहीं कर रहा। पीपल हु आर मार्जिनलाइज्ड, पीपल हु आर in the villages, people who come from different backgrounds, their stories aren't being told. So I thought that why shouldn't I look at it? Because in Hindi cinema or across media, we see that most of the stories are limited to the 15% population of India, and we're ignoring a large percent of the population. Maybe that's why.
तो होमबाउंड देखने पर यह एहसास होता है कि क्या शहर ही विलेन है? क्योंकि गाँव का देश है भारत, लेकिन होमबाउंड में एहसास होता है कि शायद शहर विलेन है, या फिर ये कड़वी सच्चाई कि सफलता कुर्बानियां मांगती है, आपसे बहुत कुछ छीन ले जाती है।
देखिए, शहर विलेन नहीं है, शहर तो पनाह देता है। और इस फिल्म के माध्यम से हम ये भी कहना चाह रहे थे कि हम शायद, हमारे भारतवर्ष में कई सारे लोग हैं और हमसे कई अलग भी हैं जो हमारी तरह दिखते नहीं हैं, हमारी तरह से बातें नहीं करते हैं, हमारी तरह काफ़ी दूर हैं हमसे। शायद उनके खाने पीने के तरीके अलग हैं, उनके मज़हब के तरीके अलग हैं, उनके कास्ट के तरीके अलग, कास्ट अलग हैं, लेकिन शायद हम लोगों में मतभेद भी होगा, हम लोग आइडियोलॉजिकली डिफरेंट भी होंगे। पर इस फिल्म के माध्यम से ये भी कहना चाह रहे थे कि इस सब के बीच में, दो लोगों के बीच में जो सबसे ज़रूरी है, जो आत्मीयता है, जो ह्यूमैनिटी है, हमें एम्पैथी की ज़रूरत है। This film is a dedication to the urgent need of empathy that is needed at this point, and not just with people that we agree with and who are our own kind, who look like us and who are around us, but people who are far-flung, people we don't know about, people who may have a different worldview than yours, or maybe even ideologically different from ours. And it is of a democracy to agree to disagree, but we should not discount the humanity that exists between us, and that's exactly why I think, because when we forget that, that's when I think we find that situations become so difficult. So when we have empathy among us, that becomes a strong, potent base for connection to become the strongest force of resistance, to dismantle, institutions that deny us the visibility.
तो किसी रेल से गुजरती है, किसी पुल सा थरथराता हो, मसान के साथ ये चला गया था। मसान से लेकर होमबाउंड में ये आपका बदलाव है या बदलते भारत का बदलाव है, या यही सच्चाई है?
देखिए, मसान से होमबाउंड का सफर तो मैं कहूँगा कि हमारा भारत वैसा ही है जैसे, मतलब मुझे अभी भी इतना ही गर्व है हमारी चीज़ों पे, हमारे राष्ट्र पे, हमारी यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी में। हम कहानियाँ उनकी बात कर रहे हैं जो आमतौर पे लोग कहानियाँ बताना नहीं चाहते हैं, और हम लोग समझ लेते हैं कि शायद यही मेन स्ट्रीम है, यही लोग हैं जिनकी कहानियाँ ज़रूरी है। तो मसान बहुत ही इंटरनल फिलोसॉफिकल म्यूजिंग्स के बारे में फिल्म थी, जो इंटरपर्सनल रिलेशनशिप और थोड़ी एग्जिस्टेंशियल क्राइसिस के बारे में थी। होमबाउंड थोड़ी सी लार्जर स्केप की है, थोड़ी पॉलिटिकल है, वो उन लोगों के बारे में है जिनके बारे में हम और तुम शायद जानते नहीं हैं। तो उन चीज़ों को सामने लाना, उजागर करना होमबाउंड का यही उद्देश्य था।
जब आपको लेकर ऑस्कर की चर्चा हो तो ये नर्वस करता है या जिम्मेदारी बढ़ाता है?
मैं आपको यकीन से कह रहा हूँ, मैं बहुत नर्वस हूँ और एक्साइटेड भी हूँ, और बल्कि इसलिए नहीं कि क्योंकि हमारी फिल्म है, बल्कि इसलिए क्योंकि ये इतनी बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है, ये पूरे देश की जिम्मेदारी है, और हम लोग देश को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहे हैं। तो वो मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी गौरव की बात है और बहुत बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जो मैं कैरी कर रहा हूँ, और इसके लिए मैं तत्पर कोशिश करूँगा, बहुत मेहनत करूँगा। लेकिन मैं आपको ये बताऊँ, मैं उम्मीद नहीं कर रहा हूँ क्योंकि मैं चाहता हूँ कि जो होगा सही होगा, बस मैं मेहनत करना चाहता हूं और अपने देश का गौरव आगे बढ़ाना चाहता हूं।
देखिए, आपकी फिल्म में भी दिखता है, होमबाउंड में वो लड़का जो शहर आता है और शहर आकर सब कुछ हासिल करने लगता है, लेकिन जब हासिल कर लेता है, पैसा आता है, घर बन जाता है, तो एहसास होता है कि गांव छूट गया, परिवार छूट गया, एक खालीपन आ गया। और आई एम श्योर इस शहर में बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे होंगे जो दिन भर बहुत बिजी होते हैं, बट शाम को घर जाते होंगे तो वो खालीपन महसूस होता है। क्यों लगा कि ये कहानी कहने की जरूरत है?
इसका मैंने इससे पहले वही बताया कि हम लोग ये कहानियां बताना जरूरी भी था, क्योंकि शायद इन कहानियों को भूल रहे हैं, या हम सोच रहे हैं कि शायद ये कहानियां एग्जिस्ट नहीं होती हैं या किसी कोने वोने में होती हैं। तो जो लोग पैंडेमिक में पैदल चलकर घर पहुंचे हैं, उनकी स्टोरीज को एक्नॉलेज करना ज़रूरी था, उनके पेन को एक्नॉलेज करना ज़रूरी था। और इस सब के बीच में जो दो दोस्तों की कहानी है, एक दलित है, एक मुसलमान है, वो शायद कई जगहों से, कई तरीकों से प्रताड़ित महसूस करते हैं, लेकिन आपस में जो उनकी जो दोस्ती है, उनका जो कनेक्शन है, वो उनको आगे ले जाता है। और इस फिल्म के माध्यम से हम कहना भी यही चाह रहे हैं कि शायद हम अगर एक दूसरे का साथ दें, चाहे मतभेद हो, चाहे हमारी वर्ल्ड व्यू अलग हो, हमारी शायद आइडियोलॉजीज अलग हों, लेकिन हम दोनों को एक दूसरे के साथ बैठ के एक डिग्निफाइड डायलॉग करना जरूरी है इस वक्त, ना कि हम लोग एक दूसरे को नोचने पे जाएं, कटाक्ष करें या एक्सचेंज सम बाब्स विद ईच अदर। बट आई फील दैट इज द नीड ऑफ द आवर, इसीलिए ये फिल्म बनी है।
सेकेंड लास्ट क्वेश्चन सर, बसान के बाद जैसे आपने दलितों का जिक्र किया, आपको दलित सिनेमा का चेहरा कहा कई लोगों ने, होमबाउंड के बाद ग्लोबल फिल्म मेकर कहा, इनमें से कौन सा टैग है जो ज्यादा सहजता से आप स्वीकार करेंगे या असहजता से दूर करना पसंद करेंगे?
देखिए, मैं मूलतः एक आर्टिस्ट हूँ, मैं वही कहलाना चाहूँगा, क्योंकि मैं कहानियाँ बोल रहा हूँ। मैं इससे पहले मैंने काफ़ी कहानियाँ अलग सी बताई हैं, मैंने फेमिनिज्म पे कहानियाँ बताई है, मैंने सेक्सुअलिटी के बारे में कहानियाँ बताई हैं, और मैंने शादियों के बारे में कहानियाँ बताई हैं, मैंने कई तरीके की फिल्में बताई हैं। बस मैं ये चाहता हूँ कि हमारे भारतवर्ष की जो कहानियाँ हैं वो आगे हों, और वो शायद क्योंकि मैं एक उसी कम्युनिटी से आता हूँ, शायद उनकी तरफ मेरा रुझान ज़्यादा हो जाता है, क्योंकि मैं उस कम्युनिटी का पेन दर्द समझ लेता हूँ, और उसी माध्यम से शायद मैं दूसरे मार्जिनलाइज कम्युनिटीज़ को समझने की कोशिश करने में ज़्यादा मुझे सफलता हो जाती है, क्योंकि एक आत्मीयता होती है जो आपको समझ जाता हो। तो ऐसा नहीं है कि मैं ढूंढ के ये कहानियाँ लेता हूँ, कि मतलब शायद मेरा वही कहना है कि शायद इन कहानियों के माने कोई ऑनेस्टी से, कोई रिसर्च के साथ नहीं बना रहा है, और इसीलिए शायद ये ज़रूरी था। और ये भी देखिए ना कि मतलब ये हमारा इंडिया में शायद पहला कुछ अवार्ड होगा, और ये इतना बिफिटिंग भी है, क्योंकि इट इज़ फ्रॉम द हाउस ऑफ जर्नलिज्म टू ऑनर a story that was written as an op-ed on the New York Times by Basharat Peer, and here we are. So को बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है।
आखिरी सवाल सर आपसे, विकी कौशल बसात में थे, अब वो तौबा तौबा कर रहे हैं, अब वो उरी में हाउस जोश बढ़ा रहे हैं, उनकी सफलता आपको कितनी व्यक्तिगत लगती है? क्योंकि पहली पहचान बड़ी आपने ही दी थी।
मुझे लगता है पहली पहचान उसने खुद में बनाई है, मैंने शायद उसको एक प्लेटफॉर्म, एक जरिया दिया होगा, लेकिन विक्की के अंदर एक बहुत बड़ा आर्टिस्ट छुपा हुआ है, बहुत बड़ा आर्टिस्ट है। शायद वो उसको मैंने जब देखा था, क्योंकि बहुत टाइम ऐसा होता था कि मसान में भी जैसे वो इतना कुछ दीपक बन गया था कि शायद मैं उसे पूछने लग जाता था कि विक्की इस सीन में तुम दीपक क्या करेगा, क्या वो रोएगा या वो गुस्सा हो जाएगा? तो ये बिलीव तभी आता है जब एक पर्सन के अंदर इतनी ऊर्जा है, इतनी क्राफ्ट है, इतनी इसमें सहजता है टू अंडरस्टैंड कि ये कहानी कहाँ जा रही है। तो विकी ने अपने आप को पूरी तरह से समर्पण किया था उस रोल के लिए, वो बन गया था दीपक, जितना कि मैं शायद लिख नहीं पाया। हम लोग शायद जो राइटर्स वरुण ग्रोवर ने जो कहानी लिखी थी, तो वो विकी की खासियत है, और वो अभी भी उसके हर फिल्म में मैं देखता हूँ कि उसका जो क्राफ्ट है वो इम्पेकेबल है, एंड आई एम वेरी वेरी प्राउड where he is right now.
शुक्रिया कहानियों के लिए, शुक्रिया उस अंदर के इंसान को झकझोरने के लिए। एक बार जोरदार तालियां हो जाए। और सर आपके लिए
thank you so much
मानव गंगवानी जी की तरफ से।
But sir, we're not going to let you go yet, because when Janhvi was on stage, we came to the audience, and my colleague Alex Matthew is waiting on standby. Over to you, Alex.
This is your moment to put him on the spot. But having said that, Janhvi, I remember your words very clearly. You said that you got into this film homebound with no expectations. What was it about his ability to capture emotion that stood out to you, and what in the script made you say this is the one?
Well, firstly, I think it was the opportunity to work with him. We had spent a good amount of time with each other, but What I will say, and I think I was thinking about it as he was speaking on stage today, Neeraj spoke about how he is from the Dalit community, and I think to face a certain kind of repression or discrimination, it can either make you really bitter, sorrowful, but there's an inexplicable amount of goodness and willingness to see people, to understand people, to give love to people, and to empathize with people that I think is so unique to him and so rare. And I think that's what drew me to this collaboration, to this story. जो उनमें जो हमदर्दी है वो मैंने life में किसी और में नहीं देखी है, and everyone has so much reason to be bitter and to hold on to it, but he taught me that love and empathy goes the longest way.
Thank you, Janhvi. You're making me melt right now.
One more question, if you allow me. If there's one quality that you think that people watching at home and potential scriptwriters, potential directors should take from Neeraj, what would that be?
I think he walks the talk. I think he respects every single person on set. The spot boy, हम set पे spot दादा को spot दादा करके बुलाते हैं. He knows every single person's name. Every single person's opinion matters to him. And he doesn't just preach equality and empathy in his stories. He practices it every day. He makes everyone feel respected and seen. And I think that if not just our movie industry, if every industry and if every person operated from that place, then I think that we'd be an unstoppable society.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Neeraj. Congratulations. That gift is for you from Mr. Manav Gangwani. All right, our next category is Business Leader of the Year, and the nominees are
Sunil Vachani, co-founder and executive chairman, Dixon Tech.
Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, Joint Managing Director, Apollo Hospitals.
Venu Srinivasan, chairman emeritus, TVS Motors.
And Mr. Satyanarayan Chava, CEO, Laurus Labs.
To give away the award, we'd like to invite on stage Chief Justice of India, Justice Suryakanth.
Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, Chairman, RP Sanjeev Goenka Group.
And NDTV's very own Rahul Kabal.
Please come on stage, sir. Thank you.
Can we have a huge round of applause, please? We're building up to this award.
Can we have the envelope, please?
So the award for the Business Leader of the Year goes to Sunil Vachani.
Yeah. They will take it. He'll be stepping off. He'll be stepping off. Yeah, sorry.
Sunil Vachani has built Dixon Technologies into the beating heart of India's electronics manufacturing revolution. At a time when the world is recalibrating supply chains and India is pushing to become a global factory for the future, he has positioned Dixon as the country's most compelling symbol of electronic self-reliance. Dixon today is not just a manufacturer. It is an ecosystem builder, a jobs engine, and a strategic pillar of India's Make in India success stories. For his vision that has made Dixon the undisputed poster boy of India's EMS industry, the NDTV Indian of the Year, Business Leader of the Year is Sunil Vachani.
Congratulations, sir. If you could stay back on stage, Mr. Vachani. We have Tamanna with us, Managing Editor, NDTV Profit, joining you.
Thank you. Many, many congratulations, Sunil.
Thank you so much. Thank you, NDTV, and thank you, the jury members, for this recognition.
This is very well deserved. You know, while I was talking to a lot of people outside, it is the poster child, I would say, in the corporate space of Make in India. When we feel proud about phones now being made more and more in India and not imported from China, this is the company that does it, isn't it?
Thank you. Thank you so much. You know, when I was just sitting here, I was just reflecting, and like you rightly said, that, you know, how far we have come, you know, in the industry and in the country. And, you know, we remember the times, I'm talking about maybe 20 years back, when I think all the mobile phones which are sold in the country were imported. And you know, fast forward to now, I think mobile phone as a product, as a single category, is the largest category of exports. You know, we export phones worth almost $40 billion. So I think, you know, we've really come a long way. And, you know, people ask me that what's the biggest change that happened? And I think, to me, you know, the biggest change is the change in the mindset. You know, I remember our Honorable Prime Minister, you know, talking about, I think it was 10 years back, when he said, we need to make, you know, India the next hub for manufacturing for the world. And I think that was the biggest change that happened.
Yeah. And that is what we have shown, that we can bring that kind of quality. There was a time when people, if someone traveled abroad, there was a relative that traveled abroad, they wanted them to bring in electronics and come in. That's not happening anymore, thanks to you.
Well, like I said, now, you know, electronics and mobile category is the third largest. Mobile is the single largest category. So I think a big change has happened. But I can tell you, you know, since there are a lot of Bollywood people here, they will relate to this. Abhi picture, abhi baki. I think this is just the start of the journey. Things have just begun. And I think what we really need to do now is to invest in the backward integration, you know, make sure all the components that go into the mobile phone are made here. All the mobile phones are designed in India, you know, and make sure that, you know, India truly becomes Atmanirbhar as far as electronic manufacturing is concerned.
Big round of applause for that thought. But, you know, since we have so much of the Bollywood flavor here, we've heard songs, we've heard, you know, we've seen dances, and I know you are Business Leader of the Year, but there's no harm in letting your hair down. Can we hear something from you as well, Sunil? Discover some of your hidden talents.
That's a tough one. I'll tell you why. Because, you know, whenever I'm at a party and after, you know, I'm a little happy at the end of the party, my wife, whenever I decide to sing a song, my wife decides to run away from the party. So I don't want her to do that today. She's there with
I don't think she, I think today, after winning Indian of the Year Business Leader, is battle jayega. It's okay, no one will really notice.
Okay, since you're giving me an award, I can't say no to you today. So I'll sing the song that's from this, you know, iconic movie Sholay.
Oh,
right,
wow.
And I think it goes for all my friends at NDTV and all my colleagues at Dixon. So if it's okay.
Yes,
right?
please, go ahead.
ये दोस्ती हम नहीं तोड़ेंगे दम मगर तेरा साथ ना छोड़ेंगे. Thank you so much.
Oh my God, that was amazing. Who knew this hidden talent?
Thank you so much. I hope my wife hasn't run away. Okay, she's there. Thanks.
All right, give it up for Sunil Vachani, not only an ace business leader, but I think you're a very good singer as well.
Thank you so much. I'll sleep better tonight. Thank you, Dhamma. Thank you. Thank you.
Could you just stay back, sir, for a gift that we can just hand over to you?
I do that.
Congratulations once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause, please, for Sunil Vachani, yet again. Now, moving on to our next category, Sports Performance of the Year. And the nominees are...
Mr. Indian cricketer.
ICC, Indian Women's Cricket Team.
D. Gukesh, World Chess Champion.
Divya Deshmukh, Chess Champion.
And to give away the award, we would like to invite on stage once again the Chief Justice of India, Justice Suryakant.
Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, Chairman RP Sanjeev Goenka Group and the Chair of the Jury for NDTV Indian of the Year 2025.
And Mr. Rahul Kanwal, CEO and Editor-in-Chief, NDTV. Can we have the honor?
for this special honor, I'd like to invite the chairperson of the ICC. Can we have a round of applause as we welcome on stage Mr. Jai Shah.
So the award in the Sports Performance of the Year goes, and very befittingly, to the Indian women's cricket team.
This year, a group of extraordinary women created history by winning India's first ever ICC Women's ODI World Cup. These champions didn't just win a trophy, they set a new standard for women's cricket in India. Defying expectations with a thrilling display of skill, unity and composure for shaping a landmark in our sporting history. The NDTV Indian of the Year, Sports Performance of the Year.
Can we get that roar going again for the Indian women's cricket team as they come up to collect the award?
Folks,
A huge round of applause, please.
Folks, imagine this is the stadium. Can we have it up for them? Come on. Woo!
Applause, please. You know, I don't know so much about the others, but when the finals was going on, I must tell you, Harmanpreet, Jemima, Amul Saab, that we had tears in our eyes when the match was going on. That's how special this was. A very warm round of applause for these very special girls, please.
I think we should keep the applause going as we celebrate the grit, the grace, and the unstoppable spirit of our women's cricket team. Sir is having a moment of conversation with our champions.
As Chief Justice, what's your judgment on this?
Yeah.
Sir's giving like a full judgment.
Yeah. Let's hear it, sir.
No, I was just inquiring about the background of the captain of the Indian women cricket team. And I knew very well because I have been following them. Of course, I couldn't watch all the matches, but I have been following them very closely. And I knew that she has a rural background and she is coming from a rural background in Punjab. Proud of Punjab. And well done. And in fact, this team also reflects the inclusivity of the Indian culture, the Indian ethos and Indian values, because you will find that the players belong to different part of the country, and this is how they perform as a united nation.
Absolutely, sir.
Our heartiest congratulations to each one of you for doing what a wonderful bringing this laurel to the country.
I also want to tell everyone that while the semi-final was going on, I was on the phone with one gentleman who was very charged up, very excited. He said, Rahul bhai, match dekha? I said, haan, dekh rahe. And he was looking very tough and stuff. And I'm the kind of guy who thinks, bahar rahe, kya kare? And these girls, Jemima and everyone else, has given us so many heartbreaks in the past that I was actually thinking, yeah, mushkil hi lag raha hai, kya kare? Anyway, I was sitting and watching, but kind of anticipating that something's not going right. Jaisa said, dekh, ye jeetenge, ye bhi jeetenge, final bhi jeetenge. And he was super confident and very charged up. I say, yeah, pehle bhi bola tha finals mein, World Cup mein, tab to hua nahi. But he said, nahi, tu dekh ye jeetenge, and that's what happened. So what, Jai bhai, gave you that confidence that these girls are going to win this time? How were you 100% convinced when Jemima was batting in the semi-finals and things weren't looking good, ki is baar to World Cup apna hai?
अभी तो राहुल भाई मैं मैच खत्म होने के बाद आपसे बात ही नहीं करूंगा। हर बार आप सिगरेट तोड़ देते हो। मैं सिर्फ आपको करेक्ट करना चाहता हूं कि आप सबको याद होगा कि 2023 में हमने 10 जीत के बाद हमने दिल जीते लेकिन कप नहीं जीते। लेकिन मैंने राजकोट में बोला था कि हम दिल भी जीतेंगे, कप भी जीतेंगे और बारबाडोस में झंडा भी गाड़ेंगे। और रोहित शर्मा ने बारबाडोस पे झंडा गाड़ दिया। इसलिए मैं आपको करेक्ट करना चाहता हूं कि
100%।
कभी कभार बोलना भी मुश्किल होता है क्योंकि आप लोगों को फेस करना पड़ता है।
नहीं।
और बाद में वैसे तो मेरे को बाद में स्टेज में आना था, बोलना था, लेकिन आपने पूछ ही लिया तो बोल ही देता हूँ अभी। 2023 में आप सबको मालूम नहीं होगा कि केप टाउन में सेमीफाइनल में हम हारे, तभी सेम जमीमा और सेम हरमन वो लोग एकदम दम लगा के खेले, हम 7 या 8 रन से हारे। आप सबको मालूम नहीं होगा तब हरमन को 102 बुखार था, लेकिन उसके खेल से किसी को बुखार लगा नहीं। हारने के पहले भी मैं टीम को मिला, हारने के बाद भी मैं टीम को मिला। मैंने हमारे कोच साहब को बोला कि आप चिंता मत करना, 2025 में इंडिया में वर्ल्ड कप जरूर जीतेंगे। और उन्होंने सेम काम किया, जैसे रोहित ने बारबाडोस में झंडा गाड़ा, हमारे कोच ने नवी मुंबई में झंडा गाड़ा।
थैंक यू।
जय सर, एक सवाल मैं एक छोटा सा यहाँ लेना चाहूंगी। आपके टेन्योर में हमने देखा है कि आपने वुमेन्स क्रिकेट को बहुत प्रमोट किया है, बहुत सपोर्ट किया है। WPL आप लेके आए, पे पैरिटी आप लेके आए। ये बिलीव क्या था कि इन्हें अगर सही मौका और सही इंसेंटिव्स दिए जाए तो उस लेवल तक हमारी टीम हमें पहुंच के दिखाएगी?
पहले तो मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूँ कि 2019 में मैंने BCCI में टेक ओवर किया। मैं डिसीजन पहले ही लेना चाहता था, लेकिन हम जैसे मैंने टेक ओवर किया फिर कोविड चालू हो गया। कोविड के बाद हमको IPL करना था, देश को, पूरे वर्ल्ड को दिखाना था कि वी आर द फर्स्ट। और हमने सबसे पहला वर्ल्ड का स्पोर्ट्स जो होगा हमने चालू किया IPL। We created largest bubble in the world. In that bubble, we created 50,000 odd COVID tests, and we didn't found single case in that bubble. तो हमने IPL चालू करके दिखाया, फिर उसमें सक्सेस पाई, फिर धीरे धीरे करके मामला आगे बढ़ा। बाद में 2022 में फिर से मेरा री-इलेक्शन हुआ। उसमें मैंने तय कर लिया था कि पहली APEX काउंसिल में ये लड़कियों को जो अन्याय हो रहा है उसको मैं, उसका निर्णय मैं जरूर करूंगा।
Wow. Can we have a big hand for that? Because you know, it's about the opportunities. वो कहावत हमारे यहाँ बार बार रिपीट करते हैं। सर, आप can you please join us in the audience? I'll have a word with the girls here. बार बार बोलते हैं ना कि हमारी छोरियाँ क्या छोरों से कम है, but उसके लिए उन्हें उतने मौके भी दिए जाने चाहिए। So you know, I want to talk to the girls now, and of course the coach is with me. Harry D, on field, off field, Harry D के नाम से हरमन को सब लोग एड्रेस करते हैं, लेकिन वो जो एनर्जी आप लेके आते हो ऑन फील्ड स्पेशली, उसमें हैरी दी का कॉम्बिनेशन कितना होता है और टफ कैप्टन का कितना होता है?
Well, first of all, thank you so much. आज हमारी टीम को ये अवार्ड देने के लिए, I think हम सब के लिए ये अवार्ड बहुत मैटर करता है, because as you all know कि हम लोग कितना हार्ड वर्क कर रहे थे अपनी कंट्री को प्राउड फील करवाने के लिए, और फाइनली यू नो वी हैव कम टू दैट पॉइंट वेयर एवरीवन इज सो प्राउड ऑफ अस। सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू सो मच। और रही बात मेरी, तो आई थिंक बहुत प्यार और रिस्पेक्ट मिलता है इस टीम से, और बड़ा मजा आता है सबके साथ खेलकर और सबके साथ हार्ड वर्क करके। और या आई एम सो प्राउड कि मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली इस टीम को लीड करने के लिए, और जो ड्रीम हम सब ने इतने सालों से देखा उस ड्रीम का पार्ट बनने के लिए। सो आई एम जस्ट सो ग्रेटफुल, सो थैंकफुल, एंड आई मीन इससे ज़्यादा मेरे पास वर्ड्स नहीं है, बट आई एम सो ग्रेटफुल।
We are so grateful to you for leading the team with such grit and determination. ये हमारी पंजाब की शेरनी अभी यहाँ पे दीप्ति थोड़ा शांत होकर बात कर रही है ना, थोड़े से इंसाइट्स दो ना। ये जब दहाड़ती हैं फील्ड पे तो सब मतलब मुझे लगता है ऑपोजिशन वाले भी कांपते होंगे।
वो मेरा फील्ड के लिए रखा हुआ है मैंने, ऑफ द फील्ड नहीं है।
एक झलक उसकी, मतलब सोचो कि जेमी ने एक कैच गिरा दिया।
अरे यार मत बोला करो ऐसी बात।
नहीं, but genuinely बोलूं, Harry D has never shouted at me for dropping a catch. Genuinely.
But have you dropped a catch?
So many times. I think I'm human. I mean, I'm not a robot. But yeah, but like she said, you know, it's her personality on the field, her aggression that gets the best out of her and out of our team. But one thing this team does well is they don't carry that off the ground, you know. I mean, जो ground पे हुआ है वो ground पे ही रखेंगे, and we start fresh the other day, so that doesn't carry forth.
राइट दीप्ति, मैं आपसे भी यही सवाल पूछ रही थी। ऑफ कोर्स इन जेस्ट, हरमन के बारे में हम सब जानते हैं, व्हाट अ ग्रेट लीडर शी हैज टर्न्ड आउट टू बी फॉर आवर टीम, लेकिन इस टीम का गुंडा कौन है? इस टीम में सबसे ज्यादा मतलब स्ट्रिक्ट कह लो या फिर वो जो डोमिनेट करता है वो कौन है?
तेरा ही नाम ले लिया। वो तो खौफ है। नहीं, आई थिंक ऑब्वियसली डरना नहीं बोल सकती हूँ मैं, क्योंकि हैरी डी की रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं एज अ कैप्टन, और वो हमेशा सबको लेके चलते हैं, और हमें पता होता है कि लाइक उनका सपोर्ट है तो हम इजीली सारी चीज़ें अचीव कर लेंगे।
अमूल, ये तो बहुत डिप्लोमेटिक हो रहे हैं, आपसे भी थोड़ा सा टफ सवाल ही पूछूंगी मैं। टफ ही है, पहले ही बता देती हूँ, आपका फेवरेट कौन है?
Indian women's cricket team.
Oh, of course, that's our favorite. No surprises in that.
I'll give that answer what Dipti avoided. Harmanpreet Kaur ends with R. R को निकाल के सिर्फ F डालो वहाँ पे. खौफ है.
Oh, खौफ है हरमनप्रीत का. हरमन
जो सर बात कर रहे हैं ना वो खुद की टीम के लिए नहीं है, वो दूसरों की टीम के लिए है. तो जो आपको ऑन द फील्ड दिखता है, that is not for my team, for others.
And that serves us well. अमोल, आपसे ये पूछना चाहती हूँ कि obviously the girls learn so much from you. You are the head coach of the team. अगर मैं आपसे पूछूं कि आपने इन लड़कियों से अपने टेन्योर में क्या सीखा है, what would that be?
I think three things. One is discipline. They're an extremely disciplined bunch, and I'm really grateful for this opportunity that was presented to me, 2 years back, to just be the head coach of this Indian women's cricket team. One is discipline. Second is they dream big. Their dreams are not small. They dream really, really big. And the third one is the resilience that this team shows. Coming back from, three defeats. And if I can put all these three things together, one match against Australia, we showed all three things together. It was discipline, resilience, and Jemmy's words. You got to dream big. To beat Australia, they had to dream big. And they did that.
And they did that fabulously. In fact, वो semi-final जब हमारी टीम ने जीता, तो सबको शायद ये पता हो गया था कि अब तो final हम जीतेंगे. Before I go to the queen of vibes, a star not just on field but even on social media, Jemima Rodrigues, I want to bring in my counterpart who gives us similar vibes in the newsroom. My colleague Arun is joining us. Arun, can you please come up on stage?
Hi, very good evening, ladies. First of all, big fan. Before we go to her, ma'am, थोड़ा बहुत बड़ा fan है, मैं भी पंजाब तो आना. I just want to tell you one little thing. Are you aware of the virality you created of the songs you vibed to? Are you aware? ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਵਾਈਬ ਕੀਤਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਿੱਤ ਕੇ ਆਏ, so are you aware? So she vibed on 2 songs. They went absolutely viral. But fun anecdote, are you aware? I don't know. Are you aware of the anecdote? So she played 2 songs of 2 different singers, and they have a beef. Ooh. They have a very strong beef, and she ended up, vibing on that, and both those singers shared those story, which was quite a moment for a lot of Punjabis. So thank you very much. Please give her a huge round of applause. We loved her vibing on Punjabi songs, and absolutely love your, the music that you bring to the team. I had a tiny request. We've heard you play guitar really well.
ये झूठ किसने बोला आपको?
ये बिल्कुल
झूठ है, सच है, वो अभी आपके सामने हम जो है उसका दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी करते हैं. We have a guitar here. Do you mind playing something for us?
Oh, sure. I'll take the mic.
Guys, huge round of applause. Now you can play the guitar.
Let's just quickly set the mic up as well. Of course. Sir, Amol sir, I've heard that you also sing well. So is there going to be a bit of jamming session here? Yeah, mic is there. Jemmy, any favorite song of your coach that you can perhaps play on this, or what? How are we going about it?
सर के गाने उसको समझ नहीं आते.
चलो, let's hear it from you first then. Sure.
Sorry guys, 2 seconds. So I thought this was an award show, but it's turned out to be a concert. Can you guys hear it?
Guys, we can hear it, right?
Okay, so I was thinking, which song should I sing? And the last 1.5 the last 1.5 months for us as the Indian women's team has been, something that we still can't believe has happened. So I was thinking of a song from one of my favorite movies, which is Chak De India. And the song's name is Badal Pe Pao Hai. So the song, the lyrics of the song says, Socha kaha tha ye jo ho gaya, माना कहा था ये लो हो गया चुटकी कोई काटो someone pinch me because I still can't believe what has happened कदमों को थामो हम हैं उड़ते जोश में means this is just the beginning for the Indian women's cricket team. We're going to soar higher. So yeah, I would like to dedicate the song to our team.
Can we get all of you to also sing along? अगर आप भी थोड़ा साथ साथ गुनगुना देंगे तो.
Don't worry, it will happen.
Go ahead.
सोचा कहा था ये लो हो गया माना कहा था ये जो हो गया चुटकी कोई काटो या है हम है होश में कदमों को थामो हम है उड़ते जोश में बादल पे पाँव है या झूठा गाँव है अब तो भाई चल पड़ी अपनी ये नाव है बादल पे पाँव है या झूठा गाँव है अब तो भाई चल पड़ी अपनी ये नाव है सब साथ में
And guys, as lovely audience, we all know what we have to do now, right? Once more! Yes, love that. So can we all say that together? Once more!
Yes, please.
Okay, I want you to do one more thing. Since she's mentioned that it's kind of turning into concert, I want you to turn your torchlight on. Okay, all of you, please do it on your phone. Turn your torchlight.
Okay, do you want me to sing another song?
Yes, we love that. I love that. Please turn your torchlights on. We'll have lovely visual of this as well. And Jemmy sings for us and all of us. Lovely concert audience we have. Wow. Love that. Love that bling here.
This is so sweet. Thank you, everyone.
Let's get your mobiles out.
Oh, I think everyone's going to love this song. It's a crowd favorite. Suddenly this feels like a Coldplay concert.
It is. There's no kiss cam though.
Okay, this song is called Gulabi Aake.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah, also you can join.
Please.
गुलाबी आँखें जो तेरी देखी शराबी ये दिल हो गया Come on, sing it with me. संभालो मुझको ओ मेरे यारों संभलना मुश्किल हो गया मैं लुट गया मान के दिल का कहा मैं कहीं का ना रहा क्या कहूँ मैं दिलरुबा मैं लुट गया मान के दिल का कहा मैं कहीं का ना रहा क्या कहूँ मैं दिलरुबा बुराई जादू तेरी आँखों का मैं तेरा कातिल हो गया गुलाबी आँखें
Fabulous. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better, moment on stage with this talented bunch than what we just saw here. Goosebump moments for all of us, I'm sure. सबके आपने रोंगटे खड़े कर दिए ऑन फील्ड भी आप लोग इतना अच्छा प्रदर्शन करते हो और वैसे भी आप रंग जमाने में माहिर हो स्पोर्ट्स परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ द ईयर इज आल्सो द परफॉर्मेंस ऑफ द स्टेज टुडे डू यू एग्री विद मी
But I guess we have more than one singer on this stage.
Yeah.
So why don't we put you also on the spot? Why don't you? She can play whatever you sing. No, but she'll sing along. There's
you guys are making full fayda of us on stage, huh?
You guys should actually encourage your coach. Sir, please. Sir, please.
No, he does sing, but only in team meetings. Sorry, team bonding sessions.
No, sir, we've also heard that you have one song. There is some request from. No, that's fine.
Sir, एक गान.
This is an India bonding session, so you have to think of it as an extension of your team bonding session. Don't you want to hear our superstar coach sing?
We do.
Sing. So you have to do this. Your whole team told us before you came here that you're a fabulous singer, so there's no way you're getting out.
He's coming along.
He's also coaching his players ki kya karna hai.
Well done, Jamie.
क्या हुआ तेरा वादा, वो कसम वो इरादा, भूलेगा दिल जिस दिन तुम्हें, वो दिन जिंदगी का आखिरी दिन होगा। क्या हुआ तेरा वादा, वो कसम वो इरादा, भूलेगा दिल जिस दिन तुम्हें, वो दिन जिंदगी का आखिरी दिन होगा। क्या हुआ तेरा वादा।
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're also very, very privileged that right now joining us is the very talented Vicky Kaushal.
Give it up for Vicky Kaushal,
guys.
But can I just say for a moment that our cricketing stars have been at least as entertaining, if not more entertaining, than the Bollywood stars. They always are. They always are. So, sir, mushkil hone wali. See, they can sing, they can dance, and they win India the World Cup. That is the most deadly combination of all. The true heroes of the country.
But we can't do Toba Toba.
But can we invite Vicky to do Toba Toba on stage? Anyone up for it?
Go, Vicky,
Whoa! Now we get our moment of the day. Hi, nice to meet you.
Vicky, they've been singing for a while. Just in case you know you're joining the party late, you need to get with it.
Yeah, can we get some music as well, please?
So they have sung us multiple songs, Vicky, and they have entertained us quite a lot. Now the pressure is high.
Okay. I'm only used to the Josh being high, but the pressure being high is a new thing for me. But Amol sir, काफी सिमिलर है. ये एक अलग टाइप का फ्रंट फुट है. ये थोड़ा साइड फुट है जो हमें अटेम्प्ट करना है. It's almost like a cover drive. Are we really doing this?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Can we request for music?
Jemima and Harman, everyone joining. I always thought of learning how to do the cover drive from the cricketers and not teaching them Tauba Tauba.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that? You exchange, some of your best cricket moves, and he, of course, in return, teaches you Tauba Tauba. Is that?
हम एक कोशिश कर सकते हैं. Can I get to learn one signature? Your signature special move, and then we'll come to Tauba Tauba.
Yes. So, I think first Harry the. I'll do it last. I'll tell you my signature. First Harry the.
Can we hold the?
तुसी please मेनू सिखाओ. की सिखाओगे मेनू?
मेरी प्रॉब्लम ये है मैंने हील्स पहनी हुई है.
Heels पहने हुए?
Heels में बैटिंग नहीं होती है.
Heels में well left तो हो सकता है.
Well left signature नहीं है ना.
हाँ जी, that's true. That's true.
Jimmy, you want to go?
दीप्ति कर सकती है. Dipti is comfortable this thing. Dipti bowling action दिखा दे. हाँ, Dipti can ball, no?
Okay.
We start with Dipti there.
So,
okay, Jamie. Okay, go ahead.
I'm learning the cover drive first from Jamie. Okay, come. This is my bat for now.
Yeah, like you said, you have to stand a little bit side. Okay. Bring the mic. So
I'll keep the mic with you.
I don't know if I should go full technical.
No, I'll hold the mics for you.
If you can come on this side.
Yes.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
So now you.
So that's your batting stance.
Okay.
Okay. You take your bat up. And you dip your shoulder basically. Head and shoulder go together. You take your foot heel to toe, and then you hit it through the covers.
Oh, good shot.
He doesn't need teaching, man.
In gully cricket, we used to always make a sound with the shot. Na? It's this end. ठीक था sir?
That's perfect.
जितना थोड़ा बहुत.
Okay. I know you have a signature move with Tauba Tauba, but I have a signature move.
Okay.
And that is the floss. So if you can do that with me.
Floss.
It's a floss.
What's a floss?
The floss is this.
Oh yes.
ये बहुत मुश्किल है. Okay, let me try this with you. Go slow first.
Okay. So basically hands here, hip out, hip through, out there, here, 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 here. Yeah, now out there.
Only two. Now the bowling from the
bowling action now.
ऐसे ही करना पड़ेगा.
I'll teach you bowling action. How to bowl.
ठीक है.
नहीं मैं बताती हूँ आपको कि लाइक ऑफ स्पिन कैसे डालते हैं. तो लाइक जो सीम होता है उसको ऐसे क्रॉस होल्ड करते हैं और फिर उसके बाद में एक्शन करते हैं. सो विल डू लाइक दिस.
हम इमेजिन कर लेते हैं कि विकेट मिल गई हमें, है ना? आपसे तो मिल ही जाएगी, चलो मैंने इमेजिन कर लिया.
Arun, there's a bit of a glitch here. We can't play that music because of certain limitations. You can sing
Arun can always
Tauba Tauba
sing.
lyrics.
Arun
No,
can
Arun
always
will
sing.
Yeah, Tauba Tauba lyrics. And Vicky will teach the action.
Yeah, okay. Please bear with me. Huh? I'm not Nightingale, but we'll try. Yeah. So do you want to teach them the steps, Paji?
ये heels में भी हो जाता है.
हाँ.
कभी कभार. Come, you come here. We'll try it all together. Come, Jimmy.
First, I think you should do the marking first for them. Just tell them, or you want to go straight up?
I think teachers first.
सिखाना पड़ेगा.
Yeah.
अच्छा, okay.
थोड़ा सा marking कर दो Paji.
Okay. So first, you have to go back. पैर ऊपर करके, ये heel पे पैर रखा और ये join कर दिया. फिर से back, heel, join कर दिया. Back, heel. Amol sir, I can see the cheating going on over here. Should we try? ये ऊपर heel जोड़ दिया. ऊपर heel जोड़ दिया. Correct.
जोड़ दिया.
Their footwork is good. They've cracked it very quickly.
है ना?
Yeah.
Should we try it?
Yeah, let's go, guys. 3, 2.
Arun, तू अभी ढंग से गा देना.
Okay, no pressure.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. हुस्न तेरा तौबा तौबा तौबा.
बहुत ज़्यादा fast हो रहा है.
I'll reduce it. Okay, sure.
साथ में मैं एक बोलना भूल गया. ये हाथ भी जाएगा. It's good.
हाँ.
ये. Okay.
Okay.
1,
3, 2, 1. हुस्न तेरा तौबा 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 तौबा.
Perfect. Thank you so
सर
much.
तुम्हें करो
Can we
शकता.
do it one more time? See, Jen. No.
हाँ ये कर सकते हैं. Okay, yeah. This one is simple, sir. Sir, ये सोपा है. हाँ simple है. 1, 2, 3.
हुस्न तेरा तौबा 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 तौबा. This was flawless. Give it up for all of them. And many congratulations, ladies, on winning NDTV Indian of the Year. Thank you very much for
And
joining
we
us.
could just
Thank you
stay
very
on
much.
stage for the gifts as well.
Yes, can we please
Before
get the
you-
gift hampers?
yes, before you guys
And
go-
thank you so much for the
Can I give this back to
inspiration,
you?
the passion. India
yours, sir.
will always cheer for you. Thank you so much once again.
Congrats again. Well done, you sang so well, man.
Can we request Vicky, Paji, please do the honors? Keep the applause coming, guys. Thank you.
All right, there was dance, there was song, and some cricket as well. Thank you so much, as always.
Thanks, Vicky, for being such a sport as well. Thanks, Arun. Thanks, Preeti. Okay, a quick photograph before we move on.
Thank you so much. All right, we're going to move on now. Our next category is Transformational Leader of the Year. And the nominees are
Ashwini Vaishnav, Union Minister, Electronics and Information Technology.
Mr. Jai Shah, Chairman ICC.
And ISRO, the Indian Space Research Organization.
And to give away the award, we would like to invite on stage the Chief Justice of India, Justice Surya Kant.
Pranav Adani.
Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, Jury Chair of Indian of the Year and Chairman, RP Sanjeev Goenka Group.
And of course, NDTV's Rahul Kaval, who's on stage.
Can we have the envelope as well?
Yes, the award for Transformational Leader of the Year goes to Jai Shah.
Leadership
Can we have a
isn't
round of
only
applause,
about
please?
preserving tradition. It's about having the courage to change the game. Jai Shah did just that for women's cricket in India. As a result, landmark victories apart, a new generation of girls now see cricket not just as a dream, but as a career. Shah did this by championing the Women's Premier League, through which he built a financially empowered ecosystem Add to that stronger player contracts, world-class infrastructure, and equal access to training and global exposure. His vision has reshaped pathways for women in sport, for transforming intent into impact. The NDTV Indian of the Year 2025, Transformational Leader of the Year, is Jai Shah.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a very warm round of applause, please, for Mr. Jai Shah, one of his very rare media appearances. Stays as far away from the camera light as anyone I know. Can we have a warm round of applause for this special moment and for this special achievement? Mr. Shah, congratulations for winning the NDTV Transformation Leader of the Year. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause before the acceptance.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, Honorable Chief Justice, sir, thank you so much. Thank you, Sanju Bhai. Thank you, Pranav Bhai. I would like to thank NDTV and jury for this honor and respect. And I would like to dedicate this award to all our girls who won the World Cup. And I would like to add one more name, Mr. Majumdar, because you are also contributed a lot, so it's dedicated to you as well. आप सब जानते हो कि 2019 के बाद बहुत सारे चेंजेस हमने विमेन क्रिकेट में किए। डोमेस्टिक की फीस हमने 700% तक बढ़ाई। हमने WPL लॉन्च किया। WPL अकेले से टुगेदर स्पॉन्सरशिप, मीडिया राइट्स एंड टीम we raised more than 6,000 crore rupees. That is due to these girls only. So congratulations for that as well. हमने पे पैरिटी भी किया। ODI, T20 और टेस्ट। ODI में पहले ये सारी लड़कियों को 1 लाख मिलते थे, आज 6 लाख मिल रहे हैं। T20 में 1 लाख मिलते थे, उसके 3 लाख मिल रहे हैं, और टेस्ट में 2.5 लाख से 15 लाख मिल रहे हैं, और उसका परफॉर्मेंस दिख रहा है। आप सबको मालूम नहीं है जमीमा, हरमन, कि आपने मेरे घर का रूल भी तोड़ दिया है। मेरे बच्चे यूजुअली 9-10 बजे तक सो जाते हैं, तो फाइनल के दिन दोनों लड़कियां मेरी 2 बजे तक जगी थी, और एक लड़की तो मेरे साथ फील्ड ऑफ प्ले पे आई थी। तो आपने उन लोगों को भी एक एस्पिरेशन दिया कि वो भी कल उठ के क्रिकेटर बन सकती है, तो थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दैट एज वेल। राहुल भाई ने तो इसके आगे के अवार्ड में बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन आंसर कर ही लिए। मैं ज़्यादा तो बोलना नहीं चाहता हूँ, लेकिन मैं आपको एक ही एडवाइस करना चाहता हूँ। 2009 से 2025 16 साल की मेरी करियर में मैंने बहुत सारी जीत देखी, बहुत सारी हार देखी। बॉटम से टॉप में जाने में बहुत टाइम लगता है, सालों लग जाते हैं, लेकिन टॉप से बॉटम जाने में महीनों लगते हैं। इसलिए मेरी आपको एक ही हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट है, और मेहनत करो, क्योंकि आपको सस्टेन करना है। और सस्टेन क्यों करना है उसका मतलब आप जानते हो कि अभी 2026 में जुलाई में आपको क्या काम करना है। फिर से एनडीटीवी आपका बहुत बहुत आभार। जय हिंद, जय भारत, वंदे मातरम।
Pranay bhai, Jai Shah comes from Ahmedabad and in many ways has really been instrumental in getting the attention of the world on cricket, Ahmedabad in particular, women's cricket, giving them the confidence to go out and play against the best in the world.
Yes, I think aptly the award given to the Transformational Leader. And I must admit the changes that Jai Bhai has been able to do to the sport, really starting all the way from the stadium that we've been able to remake, which is the world's largest seating stadium, the Narendra Modi Stadium. Plus on top of that, the opportunities given to the women cricket team. And I think really makes not only the sport proud, but makes our Gujarat proud and India proud. Congratulations, Jai.
Thank you. Dr. Goenka, you run an IPL team. Jai, before this, was also running the IPL before moving to the ICC. He ran the BCCI. How is he as an administrator? Tell us something we don't know. You're a management person yourself, so you understand management science. What is his management mantra?
You know, if I had to describe him in 3 words, brilliant, visionary, compassionate. One of the reasons I am in IPL is because of him. One of the reasons cricket in India is where it is because of him. One of the reasons why BCCI is where it is because of him. The way the rights were split between broadcast and digital was because of him. Women's cricket is where it is because of him. World cricket now is where it is because of him. So this is not just a management style. I think it's the beginning of a movement. And this man is so unassuming, so quiet, doesn't talk about it. But it is a textbook case of how to manage, how to brand, and how to commercialize. Unbelievable.
तो ये जो आपकी मैनेजमेंट टेक्निक्स और फिलॉसफी कहाँ से सीखते हैं और कैसे सीखते हैं? If you are doing all of what you are, where do you pick all of this up from, जय भाई?
एक तो कहाँ से सीखते आप बोलते मैं आपको बता नहीं सकता वरना आप सीखने चले जाएंगे। धीरे धीरे मैंने आपको जैसे पहले बोला कि 2009 से लेके, क्योंकि मीडिया में एक पोस्चर है कि 2019 में ये सीधे बीसीसीआई में आ गए, लेकिन किसी को मालूम नहीं है मैंने मेरी करियर की शुरुआत सेंट्रल बोर्ड ऑफ क्रिकेट अहमदाबाद के सामान्य सभ्य के साथ शुरू की। सो फ्रॉम 2009 टू 2025 एंड दूसरा क्या है कि धीरे धीरे आप काम करते हो और सबसे बड़ी बात इसमें क्या है कि इफ यू विल गो ऑन द टॉप डायरेक्टली देन यू कैन कंट्रीब्यूट, इफ यू विल गो फ्रॉम द स्क्रैच देन यू कैन कंट्रीब्यूट।
मुझे याद है जब मैं पहली बार उस टाइम पे मोटेरा स्टेडियम, अब नरेंद्र मोदी स्टेडियम गया, तो जय शाह ने एक वॉक अराउंड किया, बता रहे थे कि कहाँ पे कैसे कड़कती धूप में खड़े होके फिजिकली स्टैंड करते हुए आप सुपरवाइज कर रहे थे स्टेडियम कंस्ट्रक्शंस, नॉट जस्ट आर यू रनिंग द लीग बट गेटिंग सम ऑफ द स्टेडियम्स कंस्ट्रक्टेड एज वेल।
सो स्टेडियम की मैं बात करूं, जैसे प्रणव भाई ने भी बात किया और संजीव भाई ने भी थोड़ा जिक्र किया कि ये स्टेडियम सबसे फास्ट खत्म हुआ स्टेडियम है। इट्स अ 50 लाख स्क्वायर फीट कंस्ट्रक्शन एंड वी कंक्लूडेड एंटायर स्टेडियम इन 2.5 years, so which is big thing for our country also. And if you look at people are telling the largest cricket stadium in the world, it's not largest cricket stadium in the world, it's the largest sports stadium in the world. So we are in 132,000 capacity, and you were there in the Coldplay event, you saw that. And in that Coldplay event, it was 150,000 because we are allowing them to go into the field of play as well. So it was biggest event there as well.
Can I request the Indian cricket team, the women's champion that we have, to come up on stage and join us for this special moment as well? So can we have Harmanpreet, Deepti, Amolji, Jemima come up and talk a bit about the role? Because मुझे हमेशा से ये लगता था, and we discussed this earlier, that there was a certain fear the Indian women team seemed to have, at least on the outside, when they were playing, say, in Australia or South Africa. And to some extent, just the creation of the WPL and the fact that they were then playing with these international stars, did that potentially, Jemima, take fear out of the Indian women cricketer?
जैमी, ये बात सही निकली, आज हमारा सबको उपयोग करके टीआरपी बढ़ जाएगी।
So what role did WPL play, and the fact that you're playing suddenly with the Australians, the English women, who we used to typically in crunch situations lose to earlier, and then suddenly you're winning?
Yes, I think the impact Jay sir has had for us as the Indian women's cricket team, from the time he's come, we've seen a lot of change that has happened. First with the WPL coming up, and then the pay parity also. You know, everyone used to criticize us, especially the news channels, sorry. They used to criticize us for, you know, cracking under pressure. But nobody really gave us a solution, ki how do we do well under pressure and get better. But I think sir came up with the WPL, and for us to play the WPL where you have quality Indian players and the best in the world playing together and being in that pressure situation time and time again, and winning it there, it gave us a lot of confidence to go out there and then even win the World Cup.
So, ये बात एकदम सही है कि जिस तरह का सपोर्ट बीसीसीआई से हाल के महीनों में, हाल के सालों में मिला है, इससे पहले विमेंस क्रिकेट को कभी नहीं था. इट वाज ऑलवेज सीन एज अ स्टेप चाइल्ड. रोल था लेकिन इतना इंपॉर्टेंट, इतना पहले 10 साल पहले जितने भी लोग यहाँ बैठे हैं, कितनों को 4 या 5 इंडियन विमेन क्रिकेट टीम की लड़कियों के नाम पता थे. नाउ यू नो, you've seen them vibe, you've seen them dance, sing, play their shots in the matches and also win India the World Cup. Suddenly you guys are superstars and the administration has a role to play apart from the performance in the field and just supporting everyone.
Yeah, 100%. इतने साल हो गए इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट करते हुए, लेकिन जो चेंजेस सर के आने के बाद हमने फील करे हैं, आई थिंक वो सब चेंजेस के लिए हमारे सीनियर्स दे वर ड्रीमिंग, एंड आई थिंक
क्या चेंज हुआ? क्योंकि ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि वो स्टेज पे आपके सुपर बॉस है इसलिए आप बोल रहे हो. एक्चुअली आपने तो इतने साल से क्रिकेट देखा है, पहले और अब में आपने क्या चेंज देखा?
अभी मैं उनका बॉस नहीं हूँ.
सुपर बॉस, बॉस का बॉस.
पहले भी नहीं था, अभी भी नहीं हूँ.
सर आप खुद ही बात कर रहे थे पे पैरिटी की, WPL की. सो आई एम नॉट सेइंग बिकॉज सर इज स्टैंडिंग हियर, वी आर सेइंग बिकॉज ही डिड दैट व्हाट आवर सीनियर्स वर ड्रीमिंग अबाउट. सो आई थिंक पे पैरिटी वाज समथिंग जिन्होंने हमारी लाइफ कंप्लीटली चेंज कर दी. बिकॉज उससे पहले फ्यू क्रिकेटर्स दे वर स्ट्रगलिंग टू गेट बेटर बिकॉज पैसों की दिक्कत रहती थी. सो दैट थिंग कंप्लीटली चेंज इन आवर लाइफ. एंड देन WPL समथिंग जो अभी जैमी ने बात करी, बिकॉज सोल्यूशन वॉज नॉट देयर. सो सोल्यूशन केम विद WPL. सो आई मीन या आई थिंक ये दो चेंजेस है जो सर ने हमारी क्रिकेट में लाए. आई थिंक बिकॉज ऑफ दैट हम आज ट्रॉफी जीत पाए.
दीप्ति, आपकी नजर में, क्योंकि इतने सालों से हमारी महिलाएं खेल रही थी, जैसी जेमी ने बोला, ये कहती हैं कि अनफेयरली क्रिटिसाइज होता है, बट दैट्स द रियलिटी. वेदर इट्स क्रिकेट, पॉलिटिक्स और बॉलीवुड, you deliver a hit, you're treated differently. If you lose in the semi-final, the final, that's just human psyche. Not good, not bad, Jenny, but that's just reality. The fact that all of this comes together magically on the stage with that World Cup trophy and the support आपको जो मिला administration की तरफ से, how important was that?
ऑनेस्टली बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट होता है, क्योंकि हम लोग इतने सालों से मेहनत करते हुए आ रहे हैं और कंटिन्यू एक ही ड्रीम था हमारा कि हमें ये अचीव करना है. एंड इतने सारे बैक टू बैक मैचेस होते हैं, थैंक्स टू जय सर कि उन्होंने, जैसे दोनों ने बात किया, WPL स्टार्ट किया. एंड उसके बाद भी इतने सारे हमारे सीरीज़ में होम सीरीज़ होती है, टेस्ट मैचेस होते हैं, बहुत सारे मैचेस ऐसे हैं कि जो पहले नहीं हुआ करते थे, बट नाउ हमें एक आइडिया भी लग रहा है कि अपन को कैसे खेलना है बैक टू बैक मैचेस में. और अगर मैं पर्सनली बोलूँ तो प्रेजेंट सिचुएशन मुझे बहुत अच्छे से हैंडल करना आया है बिकॉज ऑफ कितने मैचेस के बाद. तो आई थिंक अभी काफ़ी अच्छा हो गया वुमेन्स क्रिकेट.
From your lens, how is the perception around women's cricket changed? And the fact that it's gone really from being a stepchild to being an equal progeny. As many people as watch, say, men's cricket are equally interested in tracking what's happening on the field of play when the women are playing.
Absolutely. I mean, if you see the interest that has been shown, not just post the World Cup, I think WPL has been the game changer for me. And the only reason I feel is that the difference between world-class players and our domestic players, the difference is getting smaller and smaller. And it's because of that, we are getting those results. I think the interest that was shown in watching women's cricket is phenomenal. I think the views, the World Cup final were, I think, skyrocketed. So, credit to all of them that, they've made people watch and get on the apps and as well as watch it on the television. Not just their skill, but their determination, their resilience that they have shown, they have made people come and watch them.
The one thing that I've learned over the years about Jai Shah is that he's never satisfied with where he's at. He's always looking for more. From Gujarat cricket to the BCCI, now the ICC. अगर आपका दिल कह रहा है more, तो what is more, Jai Shah?
अभी तो मैं ICC से satisfied हूँ और आगे जो भी है मैं मंच पे नहीं बता सकता. दूसरा आपके क्वेश्चन का आंसर जैसे मतलब ये विमेन WPL की क्या वैल्यू है आपको मालूम पड़े. Sanju Bhai won the bid for the men's IPL, but he didn't win the bid for WPL. So that's the beauty of the.
ये जले पे नमक डाल दिया थोड़ा. You need to bid harder, bid more.
नहीं, ये बार-बार मुझे कहते हैं कि I missed out and I did. Bad miss.
No, that's true. No, but एक और चीज जो मैंने देखी, आप स्ट्रेस बहुत लेते हो, बहुत टेंशन लेते हो. अच्छा, ये किसका क्या है कि because the girls are playing or the boys are playing, and you are getting hyper worked up. So, why do you get stressed and how do you deal with that stress?
तो स्ट्रेस मेरा जो होता है वो दिल में रहता है, बाहर दिखता नहीं है. लेकिन मेरा ऐसा मानना है कि आपको सक्सेसफुल रहना है तो आपको स्ट्रेस से काम करना पड़ेगा, तभी आप सक्सेसफुल रहेंगे.
And the amazing thing really, if you say everyone at some point or the other thought maybe he'll slip, he'll make a mistake, कुछ ना कुछ गलती करेंगे, कुछ ना कुछ उल्टा होगा. The fact that he stayed on this path, stayed low key, stayed under the radar. And as they say in politics and in life, let his work speak for itself. It's the boys who won. He said it will happen, it did. It's the girls who won, staying behind the scene. Very rarely, it's very difficult. The toughest person to convince to come over here was actually Jai Shah. So thank you very much for making all the effort and coming. and congratulations and we wish you all the best. छोड़ के चले गए कि मैं अगला क्या करूँगा बाद में बताऊँगा. So hopefully as journalists we'll try and find out what that is. But thank you so much and congratulations. Thank you for making the effort.
Thank you so much, but we have a gift as well. Rahul, if you could just pass it.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Shah. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, sir, for joining us on stage.
So they want
I
a
will
photo.
take all your mics.
Thank you.
Thank you. We believe the Chief Justice of India, Justice Suryakant, will be leaving us at this point. Thank you so much, sir, for honoring the event.
Our next category is a very special one. We've given you a sneak peek, but it is Actor of the Year. To give away this special award, once we all settle in, we'd like to... Rahul, can we request you to stay back to give this award? To give away this special award, we'd like to invite on stage NDTV's very own Rahul Kaval, our CEO and Editor-in-Chief. A huge round of applause, please. Rohit Khanna, Head Corporate Communications, and Jatin Khanna, Head Corporate Development at the Raymond Group.
And the award is for the Actor of the Year. Can we have the envelope, please?
The Actor of the Year award goes to Vicky Kaushal.
Some performances entertain, some performances command. In Chava, Vicky Kaushal delivered an unforgettable portrayal that held audiences in its grip. The impact was historic. A box office triumph. Chava crossed 800 crore rupees worldwide, emerging as one of the highest grossing Indian films for 2025. But beyond the numbers was something rare. Bringing people back to the theatres in throngs. For redefining skill with substance and performance with power, NDTV Indian of the Year 2025, Entertainer of the Year is Vicky Kaushal.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a very warm round of applause? You know, and we got a sense of how power-packed his performance is. Most people who come into an audience take some time to warm up and to get started. Vicky Kaushal was in the lift, half the function had already happened, the girls had sung, they had danced. He came down and on cue, he brought the show together. That was quite fantastic. Congratulations.
Congratulations, बहुत बधाई आपको.
Thank you so much.
और मुझे लगा था कि जब विकी कौशल स्टेज पर आएंगे तो शायद मैं उनसे हाउ इज द जोश पूछकर बातचीत की शुरुआत करूंगी. लेकिन विकी कौशल स्टेज पर आए और ऐसी आग लगाकर चले गए कि फिर ना तो किसी परिचय की जरूरत पड़ी, ना शब्द बाकी रह गए. सिर्फ और सिर्फ एक सुपर मोमेंट आपने स्टेज क्रिएट कर दिया. और मुझे लगता है ये एक एक्टर की सबसे बड़ी खूबी है कि वो कब किस किरदार में आपके सामने जीवंत हो जाता है. आपने वो हमें दिखा दिया.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. और thank you to NDTV for this honor. This is truly special. और ये it's a very humbling honor. Also something which kind of reminds you that it's not just about success, it's about responsibility also, not just as an actor but also as an Indian. Since it is for Chava, I would just like to take this opportunity to thank my director, my producer, Lakshman Utekar sir, Dinesh Vijan sir, जिन्होंने मुझ पर भरोसा किया और मुझे ये मौका दिया. And to the audience, thank you for always accepting me, for questioning me, and for always encouraging me to grow. So thank you. This is for you, and this is for also my family and my little one. Who's come in as a blessing. Thank you so much. बिल्कुल ये पहली बार मैं शहर छोड़ के आया हूँ after becoming a father, and it was very tough. It was very tough, but I'm sure when he grows up and he watches this, he'll be proud of his dad. So thank you so much.
So actually, I have saved this question for later, but क्योंकि आप
मुझे पता है आप कहाँ जाए, आप कहाँ लेकर जाओगे गाड़ी.
नहीं मैं ये नहीं कहूँगी कि फोटो दिखाइए अभी, क्योंकि I know you have kept that moment for some other time. लेकिन एक होता है ना जब हमें कोई अवार्ड मिलता है, there is one special person जिसको हम फोन करके सबसे पहले बताते हैं, जिसके साथ अपनी खुशी शेयर करते हैं. तो जब आपको ये अवार्ड मिला, आपने कहा कि आप अपने लिटिल वन को ये आज डेडिकेट करते हैं, लेकिन पिता बनने के बाद का ये वक्त कैसे जिम्मेदारियां बदल गई हैं, और छावा में जो किरदार निभाया, क्या अब उससे ज्यादा चैलेंज है घर में, उससे बड़ा चैलेंज है घर में?
I think it's too new to feel any challenges. It's all magical right now. It's all very blissful right now. But it's I don't know. मैं कई बार मुझे लगता है मैं शब्दों में बयान नहीं कर सकता क्या you actually feel. There are all sorts of adjectives that I can say, but it's just a very very special feeling, and truly God has been very kind. Family is very happy, and yeah, this one's for my entire family and especially for him.
तो जिंदगी के इस प्रमोशन के लिए आपको एक बार फिर से ऑफिशियल बधाई.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
मैं आपको टाइम में थोड़ा पीछे लेकर जाना चाहूंगी. मुझे अपॉर्चुनिटी मिली थी मसान के लिए भी आपको इंटरव्यू करने की, तो उस समय आप अपनी टीम के साथ आए थे, और मसान से लेकर आज छावा तक का सफर, ये जर्नी आपके लिए कैसी रही?
आज भी मैं अपनी टीम के साथ ही आया हूँ. मसान के डायरेक्टर नीरज घेवन भी यहीं पे हैं. So please, ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Neeraj Gevan, who's come here representing Homebound. He's on his way to make all of us proud on the stage of Oscars. All the best for that, and congratulations for getting shortlisted. He's the one जिन्होंने मुझे दुनिया के सामने सबसे पहली बार रखा था मसान.
I think एक बार फिर नीरज सर से ही पूछ लेते हैं. मसान में जिन विकी कौशल को आपने सबसे पहले अवसर दिया, और आज छावा के लिए पुरस्कृत होते हुए विकी कौशल जो सामने खड़े हैं, क्या बदल गया इन सालों में?
अच्छी बात यही है कि कुछ बदला नहीं है इंसान में.
वाह,
यही इसकी खासियत है. क्योंकि देखिए विकी जैसे वो कह रहा था कि क्वेश्चनिंग, आई वुड से कि विकी में एक अंदर से एक इतना बड़ा आर्टिस्ट है, और वो उसमें जो डेडिकेशन है वो मैं रेयरली किसी में देखता हूँ. यू नो, यू कैन maybe question his choices, whatever, but you cannot deny that he is probably one of the greatest artists of our times, and his dedication with his craft is unparalleled. And I am so happy. And Vicky, मैं तुम्हें कहना चाहूँगा कि मैंने तुम्हें जगह नहीं दी, तुमने अपनी जगह खुद बनाई. मैंने तुम्हें शायद एक जरिया दिया था, लेकिन वो तुम्हारे अंदर का टैलेंट था, तुम्हारे अंदर की वो जो मेहनत है, और ऑल्सो तुम्हारी वो हम्बल बैकग्राउंड जिसकी वजह से तुम्हें वो कुर्बत आई कि तुम अंदर से वो पोर्ट्रे कर सको. वो सब कुछ तुम्हारे अंदर ही था. तुमने खुद अपनी जगह खुद बनाई है. And I'm very proud of that.
Thank you. Thank you.
अपने पहले डायरेक्टर से ये लफ्ज सुनना और ये कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स मिलना,
ये हम जिस भी इवेंट में साथ में जाते हैं हम पहले ये बात कर लेते हैं कि मैं तेरी तारीफ कर लूंगा, तू मेरी तारीफ कर ले. तो ये हमारा 2015 से मसान के वक्त से चलता आ रहा है.
तब से चल रहा है
जी.
अभी आगे और लंबा जाने वाला है.
Of course, it's just the beginning for the both of us.
अच्छा, छावा फिल्म की बात आज थोड़ी तो यहाँ जरूर करनी पड़ेगी, क्योंकि छावा साल के शुरू के वक्त में आई, और उसके बाद जिस तरह का एप्रिसिएशन जैसे इस फिल्म में लोगों को छुआ, और स्पेशली इंडिविजुअली अगर मैं आपकी बात करूं, आपकी पिछली जितनी फिल्में थी उससे इतर जब इस किरदार को लोगों ने देखा, लोग वापस हिस्ट्री में चले गए. लोग वापस ये खोजने के लिए गए कि हम छावा को उस तरह से क्यों नहीं जानते थे जैसा हमने पर्दे पर देखा. आपके लिए कितना डिफिकल्ट था ये?
डिफिकल्ट से ज़्यादा बहुत एक सेंस ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है, क्योंकि भावनाएं जुड़ी होती हैं. मैं महाराष्ट्र में पला बड़ा हूँ, मेरी एजुकेशन वहाँ हुई है. पंजाबी फैमिली से बिलोंग करता हूँ, पर मैं जैसे मैंने कहा मेरी परवरिश महाराष्ट्र में हुई है. तो मुझे पता है छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज को लेकर, छत्रपति संभाजी महाराज को लेकर, पूरी मराठा लेगेसी को लेकर लोग कितने भावुक हैं और वो उनके लिए क्या मायने रखते हैं. तो मेरे लिए ये मौका मिलना मेरे लिए बहुत बड़ी बात थी. और उसके बाद में मुझे पता था कि इस फिल्म में मुझे अपना सब कुछ देना होगा. सो आई ट्रीटेड इट लाइक माई फर्स्ट फिल्म एंड माई लास्ट फिल्म.
As your last film?
As my last film कि अगर ये if this has to be my last film, then I have to give my everything. और ऐसा मौका मुझे फिर नहीं मिलेगा. I really am thankful to each and everyone जो गए सिनेमा हॉल में, जिन्होंने ये फिल्म देखी, जिन्होंने इसके इमोशन के साथ, उनके सैक्रिफाइस के साथ, उनकी लेगेसी के साथ रेजोनेट किया और उन्हें सेलिब्रेट किया. एंड वो हमारा ट्रू इंटेंशन था. एंड आई एम रियली थैंकफुल टू ईच एंड एवरी मेंबर ऑफ द ऑडियंस फॉर मेकिंग इट हैपन.
और मुझे याद है क्योंकि छावा जब हम थिएटर में देख रहे थे और जिस तरह से आपके एक एक डायलॉग पर लोग रिएक्ट करते थे, या जय भवानी बोला तो वो डायलॉग ऐसा नहीं सिर्फ पर्दे पर दिख रहा है, वो लोगों के बीच गूंजा. ऑडियंस ने भी उसके साथ में आपकी आवाज ने आवाज मिलाई. तो डायलॉग्स की तैयारी अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ी तैयारी थी जो पर्दे पर दिखाई भी दी. लेकिन आज अगर इस मंच से मैं आपको छावा का एक डायलॉग जो आपके दिल के सबसे करीब है, छावा किरदार को निभाते हुए, उन हस्ती को निभाते हुए.
एक्चुअली छावा फिल्म में अंत में एक कविता है
जी,
जो इरशाद कामिल साहब ने लिखी है फिल्म में, जो मेरे दिल के बहुत करीब है. वो मेरा फेवरेट सीन है फिल्म में. एंड इट्स फॉर ऑल द ड्रीमर्स एंड द अचीवर्स आउट देयर. और ये बहुत सही मंच है वो कहने के लिए कि मन के जीते जीत हैं, मन के हारे हार गए जो बिन लड़े, उन पर है धिक्कार, उन पर है धिक्कार जो देखे ना सपना, सपनों का अधिकार असल अधिकार है अपना. सो दिस इज टू फॉर ऑल द ड्रीमर्स इन द वर्ल्ड. थैंक यू.
बहुत खूब. छावा की जब बात हो रही है, क्योंकि मैंने जैसे जिक्र किया कि छावा साल की शुरुआत में आई और हम देख रहे हैं इस साल का अंत धुरंधर के साथ हुआ है. और धुरंधर जिस तरह से कामयाबी के हर रोज नए अध्याय लिख रही है. राष्ट्रवाद, देश प्रेम, ऐसा नहीं है कि फिल्में इस पर पहले नहीं बनी, आज के दौर में भी बन रही हैं. लेकिन क्या आपको लगता है राष्ट्रवाद, देश प्रेम अब एक ऐसा फ्लेवर है या एक ऐसा फॉर्मूला है जिस पर फिल्में लोगों को बहुत छू रही हैं, कामयाबी की नई कहानियां लिख रही हैं और इसलिए हम देख रहे हैं कि पर्दे पर वो कहानियां उस तरह से दिखाई दे रही हैं?
आई थिंक देश प्रेम कभी फॉर्मूला नहीं हो सकता. आई थिंक देश प्रेम को फॉर्मूला कहना देश प्रेम की इंसल्ट है. देश प्रेम हमारी सच्चाई है और वो सच्चाई हम एंटरटेनमेंट के जरिए, फिल्मों के जरिए, लिटरेचर के जरिए हम हमेशा दिखाते रहेंगे. स्पोर्ट्स के जरिए, जैसे हमें एक वर्ल्ड मैप पर हम किसी भी जरिए से हमारा देश प्रेम दिखा सकें. एंड वी कैन पुट आवर फुट इन द डोर एंड जस्ट से दैट वी आर प्राउड ऑफ the diversity of our country, our great legacy of our country and the truth of our country. और वो हम हर जरिए से, जैसे मैंने कहा, फिल्मों के, लिटरेचर के, स्पोर्ट्स के जरिए से हम दिखाते रहेंगे. एंड आई थिंक आई एम सो प्राउड कि मैं इस मोमेंट का एक छोटा सा हिस्सा हूं जहां हर फील्ड में हम ये ग्लोबल मैप में इंडिया को रिप्रेजेंट फियरलेसली कर रहे हैं आज के दौर में. एंड आई रियली फील वेरी proud to be just a small part of that.
Before you leave stage, आखिरी सवाल मैं आपसे पूछना चाहूंगी. देखिए, छावा की बात हो गई, उड़ी, उसके अलावा सैम बहादुर, सरदार उधम, अलग अलग शेड्स आपके किरदारों के दिखाई दिए. अब आगे ऐसा कौन सा किरदार है जिस यू आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू?
आगे अभी मैं एक फिल्म की शूटिंग कर रहा हूं जिसका नाम है लव एंड वॉर, विच इज डायरेक्टेड बाय संजय बंसाली सर. इट्स एक ड्रीम कम ट्रू मोमेंट है एज एन एक्टर कि उन्हें देखकर उनके साथ काम कर कुछ सीख सकूं. और उसके बाद मेरी फिर से छावा के प्रोड्यूसर दिनेश विजन जी के साथ एक फिल्म है जो हम भगवान परशुराम जी पर बना रहे हैं जिसका नाम है महाअवतार. तो वो उसके बाद होगी.
Thank you so much and all the very best. Congratulations again for the award.
I have one question before you go. You've aced acting, you've aced the floss step, all right? You've aced the dance. Have you aced changing diapers?
Oh, I'm better at changing diapers than acting.
Really?
I'll just say that.
Can we just get the gift, please?
Thank you.
एक बार फिर से जोरदार तालियों के साथ विकी कौशल को बधाई NDTV इंडिया की तरफ से. और प्लीज
Alex, you have a question, I believe?
I do, because he knows so much about you. I just want to ask him one thing. And you've displayed such versatility on the stage and on the silver screen as well. What I want to ask you, sir, is what is that one role that you wish for him to play, and if you can describe that?
Oh, that's a tough one.
Role of the character in his next film.
That, apart from that, yes, of course.
But he has to describe it.
Okay. I would say a serial killer. Oh, which you already played.
Serial killer?
You already played one, I think.
I have played one.
Yeah, you've already played one.
Yeah.
I think he's played everything that you can imagine. Is there something that you would like to play, Vicky?
I think sports.
I would love to play Amol sir in his biopic.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
Or Shubhanshu ji as well. Shubhanshu ji, it's a great honor to meet you today, really. We are so happy that you represented us, not just on this planet, but in space as well.
A quick comment on him playing you.
Oh, I would be honored if he plays me.
I'll never be able to look this handsome, sir. I swear on you, there's nobody else who looks this handsome in a leather jacket like you do.
Now I know that you are humorous as well. Thank you.
शुभांशु, अगर आपकी बायोपिक के लिए एक कैरेक्टर को चुनना है, एक किरदार को, एक एक्टर को चुनना है, तो आपकी चॉइस कौन है?
See, now that Vicky has said that he would like to play me, nothing else comes to mind. So, I think he would be a great,
It'll be an honor,
do a great job.
It'll be an honor.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Vicky, if you're on stage any longer, even anchors won't have a job. That's your stage presence. What an absolute rock star. Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause, please, for our actor of the year,
Thank you.
Vicky.
Thank you, NDTV. Thank you so much.
This year, as we celebrate 20 years of NDTV Indian of the Year, this is also a time to bring back what is best about NDTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome NDTV's Gargi Rawat.
Thank you guys, and thank you for aging me, bringing back best in 20 years. This is 20 years of Indian of the Year, and it's such an honor to have all of you here. And time now for our master stroke of the evening. And tonight, as the world looks to India not just as a market, but as a cultural force, NDTV is proud to present the Master Stroke Art Awards, a platform that will celebrate excellence in Indian art that has traveled far beyond our border, honoring artists, institutions, and visionaries whose work carries Indian imagination onto the global stage, shaping conversations, commanding respect, and redefining creative leadership. Now, the NDTV Master Stroke Art Awards is going to be where India's artistic legacy meets its global future. And to talk more about this, I can't be prouder to call on stage Mrs. Kiran Nadar, founder of the Kiran Nadar Museum of Art, who is also a philanthropist and wears many different hats, has done so much to promote art in India and beyond. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here with us and joining us for this great initiative that will really shape the artistic landscape of the country. Also, NDTV's creative director, Rohit Chawla. Do come on stage, Rohit. Where are you? Yes. Dr. Payal Kanodia, chairperson and trustee, M3M Foundation. Thank you so much for being a part of this award. And of course, NDTV CEO and editor-in-chief, Rahul Kaval, to announce this award. NDTV has always prided itself in being a part of the cultural conversations, and we really hope that this award will go far in changing the artistic landscape of the country.
This is a very special moment for us as we announce NDTV Master Stroke, the NDTV Art Awards. For more than 2 decades, way before our time, NDTV has been the one beacon in the media promoting Indian art and culture at the highest level. And I met Kiran Nadar this morning and I requested her to come on board as the chair of the NDTV Art Awards jury. Very kindly, she's contested. Can we have a very warm round of applause?
Big round of applause.
India's #1 art curator agreeing to chair the jury for the NDTV Master Stroke Awards, which will happen in a few weeks from now. But just the fact that we've been able to put this amazing jury together, amazing partners like Payal Kanodia at M3M. Thank you very much, Payal, for joining us here. And the fact that we've got an incredible curator in Rohit Chawla bringing this together with his creative gaze. There's a wonderful calendar that we want to unveil as we get this started. Can we have that brought to the middle of the stage, please? Can we have the calendar brought to the middle?
And the Art Award, really, we hope that it will put the spotlight on artists as well as those who are promoting art, as well as institutions that are also encouraging artists from all walks of life in India and different, representation of the art in different parts of the country as well, ma'am.
Can I request Kiran Nadar and Payal to do the honors, please? Ma'am, just help us unveil. She's saying rip, yeah, this, absolutely, just go for it. Rohit, do you want to talk us through the calendar and tell us what you've got going over here?
This is a body of work that I've been doing for the last 10 years. It's India's top artists shot in their studios. They're more pristine and the most private space. And so I'm glad that NDTV is doing this calendar. And thank you, Kiran, for doing the honors. Thank you.
No, so we want you, Ms. Nadar, to talk for a bit about, your vision on Indian arts and the role that you think a mainstream organization like NDTV can play in democratizing and promoting Indian art.
Thank you. Let me say that my journey in Indian art has been, say 30 years or 25 years, somewhere there. And it was really launched with the words that Rahul just used, democratization of Indian art, or art as a whole. India has such a rich heritage of art, but we lost it somewhere. The people of India need to learn it again, and that is what I would like to happen. And I think a mainstream publication, a channel like NDTV, bringing this subject forward would have a great integrity of putting it forward where people could understand the importance of art as it exists.
Oh, absolutely. And we're delighted to have you chair the jury. Thank you very much for agreeing. Shalini Pasi is here, and she's a big art collector herself. For NDTV to get involved and to have, Alex, can we have a mic taken to Shalini, please, and get her to say a few words about Indian arts, where they're at, and the role you think Indian media can play in promoting art of all kinds?
Well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate NDTV for having Kiran Arjun have this award. I think that's really a very smart move, because there's one Kiran Arjun and there's the rest of us. She makes up for everything that we all are doing, and I'm so proud to have been a friend to her, and she is like the grandmother and godmother of the art world. And honestly, and this award that is being started, I'm sure it's going to be amazing. We obviously need more, what I think we need is to educate the younger generation about different mediums of art, and of course everything needs to be preserved beautifully, and I think Kiran Arjun is doing all that, and we have a museum also coming up by her, and I mean we all are there. There's so much that needs to be done, and I always say, and I say it everywhere, I say it in Bombay, there's more to India than cricket and Bollywood.
Given that we've had so many cricketers in Bollywood, she's saying yes. So we've done this magical.
We have more, we have so much more. We have craft, we have art, we have dance, we have so much more that we need to promote.
We're going to do a magical night like
this. We need covers, we need to put artists on covers, we need dancers on covers, we need singers on covers. So media needs to not focus on two things.
That's the whole idea.
Right.
That's why we're here.
What it's all about, yes.
Supporting all kinds of arts, and you, when we were chatting, spoke a lot about indigenous arts and taking artists who are not so famous and giving them a platform on the stage.
See, who am I to say anything when we have icons like Kiran Nadarji, Shalini, and many more sitting here. But yes, I have always had this inclination towards art, and as Kiranji said, that the indigenous form of art, the tribal arts, is disappearing from India. Nobody in second generation wants to learn it today. And if not, people like you, her, me, we don't collaborate and bring those artists forward, give them a platform, who else will?
Kalyani Chawla is here as well. Can I request you to join us up on stage? Again, a terrific, very well-known art collector, curator. Speak a bit about what you think media should really be doing. Come, please. When it comes to promoting Indian art and your expectations in terms of just being able to give the platform, the voice that media has.
My God, okay. This is very august company. I love art, I appreciate art, but yes, Kiranati, what you're doing in India, we are so proud of you. Can't wait for the museum. We're not a museum-going culture, in India.
Yes.
What you're going to be creating has already there's so much interest and so much excitement. And this is something, we are traditionally such a rich country. Look at our history of art in general, and this is an amazing platform, I think, today what you're doing. We have to get that back, right, Rohit? Going to museums, that's all we did, because we didn't have a mobile phone, did we?
And Gargi was telling me earlier that this is not a new foray. NDTV has been doing not just covering the arts, but done an art award
Back in 2017, yes, we did an art awards as well then, and we're so proud to bring this back and really help. Yes.
I think, sorry, Gagi, interrupting. I think the scope of this award has a lot more today because suddenly there is an interest in art, which I think for 5 years.
Definitely, and with your support, ma'am, and everyone's support, and whoever can support here,
I think we can do a lot.
No, I was at an art festival this weekend. There was a conference going on, so there's a festival happening on the side. There's so many parents bringing their kids, trying to expose them to different forms of art, which was just fantastic. And our idea really through this.
And what Kalyani was saying, we need to bring that culture back. We need to have parents, families come and appreciate art, learn about art, and definitely we hope these awards will help.
Dilip Charan's in the audience. Can I get Dilip to say a word as well about the role that media should play in pushing, promoting Indian art and NDTV masterstroke? Dilip Charan.
I think if India is to emerge as a power, the kind of soft power that we're talking about, art is a very integral part of it. And it's truly, art for India and for Indians is an expression of our Atmanirbharta. Today, art has, just re-emerged into what it should be, centrality. And I think it's terrific that you guys are doing this because media needs to play a big part in it because today it's the only way besides the damn phone that gets into your head.
No, and as Shalini said, lots of people say this when you go, you have to do more than politics, cricket and Bollywood. Totally. That can't be the sum total of what politics
more icons, different fields, we need to appreciate.
Rohit, you want to give us a sense of who all are in your jury and how this plays out?
I think we have a commendable jury. We have Kiran as the chairperson. We have Sandy Angus, who's the head of the India Art Fair. We have Shane Javeri, who's at the Barbican Centre in London. We have one top artist, which is Atul Dodia, who's a favorite of all of us. And we have Anupam Poddar from MAP. It's actually quite a formidable jury, so I think we'll reveal a lot more as we go along. And we got lucky. We're getting, every year, one artist will design the award trophy, and this year it's going to be Sudarshan Shetty, and we hope to do that every year with one of India's top artists to do that.
Thank you very much. This is extremely special and significant because there has to be a focus on Indian art, and that's what NDTV hopes to do. And Kiran Nadar, thank you very much for agreeing to chair our jury. We're absolutely delighted that you accepted.
And for accepting so quickly. And you've always been a part of NDTV, yes.
We had a great meeting this afternoon.
And here you are.
And here you are. And here we're announcing
that's the speed at which news travels, right? So thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a very warm round of applause? We just wanted to do this quick breakaway to announce the NDTV Art Awards. So like you've got this special evening to honor and celebrate the Indian of the Year. We'll have one such a few months later. More details. Stay tuned to NDTV for that. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dilip. Thank you, Kalyani.
Thank you so much
Pal.
for
Thanks,
being here.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, the next category is Debutant Director of the Year.
Every great filmmaker begins with a story told for the first time. This debut stood out for its vision, clarity, and the courage to see cinema differently.
We honor a director whose first web series didn't just introduce talent, it revealed promise and purpose.
To give away this award, we'd like to invite back on stage, if we have Mr. Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, Chairman RP Sanjeev Goenka Group. All right, of course, he's also the chair of the jury for the NDTV Indian of the Year 2025. We'd like to have on stage Kalyani Saha Chawla, founder and CEO, Raison Luxury Silverware.
Shalini Pasi, art and design collector, philanthropist.
And of course, Rahul Kanwal, CEO and editor-in-chief, NDTV.
Can we have the envelope, please?
So I'm absolutely delighted to announce today the NDTV Debutant Director of the Year is Aryan Khan.
He's a storyteller, who stepped behind the camera with a clear sense of purpose. He delivered a debut shaped by a distinctly original voice and creative leadership. His series, Bads of Bollywood, immediately demanded the attention of the industry for a directorial debut that showed formidable promise and sparked conversation. The NDTV Indian of the Year, Debutant Director of the Year, is Aryan.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a warm round of applause? What a spectacular debut that was. Really, really smart. So many stereotypes, notions, Aryan, about you. Can we have the award brought up, please? Can we have it given? Come.
Ladies and gentlemen, a huge round of applause for Aryan Khan.
Aryan, many congratulations.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. सबसे पहले मैं अपने कास्ट, क्रू और नेटफ्लिक्स को थैंक यू कहना चाहता हूं, जिन्होंने एक फर्स्ट टाइम डायरेक्टर पर इतना भरोसा किया और मेरे साथ इतने प्यार, मेहनत और एंथुसियाज्म के साथ काम किया. Congratulations to all the winners tonight. ये मेरा पहला अवार्ड है and I hope मुझे और भी बहुत सारे अवार्ड्स मिलेंगे, क्योंकि मेरे डैड की तरह मुझे भी अवार्ड्स बहुत पसंद है. पर ये अवार्ड उनके लिए नहीं है, ये अवार्ड मेरी मॉम के लिए, क्योंकि मेरी मॉम मुझसे हमेशा कहती है, जल्दी सोना, लोगों का मजाक नहीं उड़ाना और गाली गलोच बिल्कुल नहीं. और आज इन्हीं सब चीजों के लिए NDTV ने मुझे ये अवार्ड दे दिया. So thank you NDTV for making my mom the happiest woman in the world. I know आज घर जाके मुझे थोड़ी कम डांट पड़ेगी. Thank you.
Aryan, can we request you to stay on stage? We have a clip we want to play, and Alex, you're going to be waiting in the audience. There's something special.
Shah Rukh Khan as the award winner for the one entertainer, one performer who's had the most impact in Hindi cinema.
Of the Year really means someone who cuts across all boundaries, all films, all states and boundaries. What do you think lies in your what's the secret behind your universal appeal?
I don't know. I think I've just, to be really honest, and I really myself don't know. I have always wondered for 17 years I've been working and what could be right about me. So I don't have a mantra except for, what is the cliched known answers that I work hard. I'm very, very honest. I love my family. I try to entertain as many people as I can and, of course, pay my taxes in full.
Alex, over to you.
Anybody that's grown up in the 90s, I have two words for you. Carbon copy, yes? But he's carving his own path. And I think he deserves a huge round of applause for that.
Thank you so much.
And for people who know him well, I'm going to go to Shalini here to say a couple of words, yes?
So this is just impromptu, and actually Aryan's grandmother is here. So I'm going to put her in the spotlight, if that's okay. Are you sure? Please, you have to say something.
I'm very happy. He's been so successful, and that's all. And all my blessings. I love you the most. You're my most loved grandson. And today I'm so proud that at this age I'm just hearing about my grandson, that his achievement has been honored by the whole country.
I love you, Nani, और मैं promise करता हूँ अगला award आपका है.
Thank you, Vachani. God bless you.
All right, a huge round of applause for Aryan Khan.
Congratulations, Aryan. Moving on now, our next category is Climate Impact of the Year, and the nominees are
Manvendra Singh Shekhawat, founder, Dhun Project.
Mr. Kapil Sharma, founder and trustee, Setries.
Viral Desai, textile entrepreneur and environmentalist.
And Mr. Shantanu Agarwal, founder, Mati Carbon.
To give away the award, we'd like to invite on stage His Excellency Philip Green, Australian High Commissioner to India, Ranjan Sodhi, Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratna awardee and Olympian shooter,
and Mr. Ram Agarwal, whole-time director and CEO, ProStar M, one of the leading companies engaged in the manufacturing and supply of power solution products in India. Can we have the envelope, please?
Good evening, all of you. And our winner is
Manvendra Singh Shekhawat.
In Rajasthan, one man looked at 500 acres of barren land and saw not an empty space, but a blueprint for the future. Manvendra Singh Shekhawat is the visionary founder of Dhun, a groundbreaking regenerative community project near Jaipur that has transformed 500 acres of barren land into a self-sustaining ecosystem for 8,500 people, integrating traditional wisdom with modern tech, focusing on water conservation, soil health, and intense afforestation. This is a model for self-sufficient energy, food, and water systems. The project has received recognition from the King's Foundation in the UK, with Shekhawat meeting King Charles earlier this year. For pioneering the future of sustainable community building, the NDTV Indian of the Year, Climate Impact of the Year, goes to Manvendra Singh Shekhawat.
Manvendra, if you can stay on.
Hi, Manvendra. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, can we have a big round of applause, please? I know it's a tough one for us, following Vicky, Kaushal, the cricket team, and Aryan Khan, the blockbuster performances that we have seen, but fantastic work that you are doing. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I just want to understand from you, how did this whole project, Dhun, how did it come across, and why have you named it Dhun?
Dhun was named by my colleague, and the whole idea of Dhun really came about because living environments have a profound impact on determining human outcomes. And while we cannot change the accident of birth, if we can design environments that can give people the freedom, inspiration, and resources to manifest their truest potential, what could that look like? And in doing that, if we lean into traditional knowledge systems and technology, and build something on first principles, I think we can create environments that are far better than what we live in now.
So, the sustainable project that you are talking about, I was reading it's about, it's also trying to scale up to about 8,500 people, those who can in fact sustain with that project. Is it scalable? Is it a model that can be implemented for future sustainable cities? Because, we are seeing how our development in cities, we are in Delhi, all of us have been talking about pollution, coughing, worried about our children. And with a project like yours, is it something that can be scaled to a larger level?
So the playbook that I am using is not a new one. If you see any indigenous community around the world, they have built their communities and sustained their communities that have worked and that have lasted on very similar principles. Water certainty, building with nature, around nature, not against nature. Developing not at the cost of erasure of identity or environment, but because of the foundation of it. So this is the default playbook that has worked for civilizations for thousands of years.
Regrettably, the playbook that we are on right now, that is not the predominant playbook that is going to work or last.
Also tell us about, you met Prince Charles. How was the conversation? He is very keen on such, we have that photograph here, Manvendra meeting Prince Charles. What was the conversation like? How was he interested in knowing about your project?
Well, the conversation was, the project was recognized by the Qatar Foundation, and they introduced me to the King's Foundation. And then when I went to Humphrey's house, I'd always known about King Charles and his interest and the force that he has put behind traditional knowledge systems and new urbanism. And those were the ideas that we are also working on.
Okay.
And that really became the common point of interest, and ultimately they ended up sharing their knowledge ecosystem with us.
Since we are talking about King Charles, I just want to very quickly, before I end this session, Manvendra comes from Rajasthan, a very enterprising entrepreneur. He has boutique hotels, heritage hotels. Manvendra, I was reading somewhere, because we are talking about the land of the kings, how come you be confused about with princes? You had to come and clarify that Manvendra Singh Shekhawat is not a prince. How did that happen?
Those were the workings of a media company. I had nothing to do with it. So it was really that.
Every prince in Rajasthan, every kingdom, erstwhile kings are converting their hotels into luxury stays. Is there a problem with, or challenge to compete with them?
No, not really. I think they are playing, I think they are adaptively reusing their forts and palaces. And I just wish that more of that was done, because I believe that the moment that this country and its people start seeing culture as infrastructure and then start building on that foundation, we can truly create a developmental narrative that will bring sufficiency to people, not at the cost of our environment, our identity, or our culture, but because of it. So that's what I think.
Fantastic work. Thank you so much for coming here. Congratulations on your award. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for Manvendra Singh Shekhawat.
Thank you, Ankit. Before you leave, Manvendra, could we please present a token of appreciation from our gifting partner, Manav Gangwani.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Come.
Thank
a huge round of applause, please.
All right, moving on now. Our next category is Science Icon of the Year, and the nominees are
Shubhanshu Shukla, Group Captain and Test Pilot, Indian Air Force.
G. Madhvi Lata, Professor, IISc.
Dr. Ajay Kumar Sood, Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India.
DRDO.
Brahmos Aerospace. And to give away the award, we'd like to invite on stage Rajiv Memani, Chairman and CEO, EY India, and member of the Indian of the Year jury.
Adya Ajay Singh, Vice Chairman, Darwin Platform Group of Companies, a conglomerate with strong Indian roots driving innovation across multiple high-growth industries.
Aishwarya Shinoy, the Head of Marketing, Hindustan Pencils. Tonight's awards truly embody the spirit of boldness, a belief that lies at the heart of what Natraj by Hindustan Pencils stands for.
Can we have you on stage, please?
Can we have the envelope, please?
Just one.
And the awardee is G. Madhvi Lata.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a tie. We're going to announce the second winner in a couple of minutes from now.
Genuine pushing, Dr. G. Madhvi Lata brought science, patience, and precision together. The Chenab Railway Bridge, now the world's highest railway single arch bridge, stands not just on steel and concrete, but on years of relentless research and resolve. Acknowledged by the Prime Minister, her work is a testament to to how Indian science quietly builds the nation's strongest foundations for turning complexity into possibility and engineering into nation building. NDTV Indian of the Year 2025, Science Icon of the Year is Dr. G. Madhavi Latha.
If you could get the award, pass the award on. Thank you. Lataji, if you can just stay on. Padmaja will be joining you in a moment.
Many, many congratulations, ma'am, and a huge round of applause. This is for everyone who thought that women don't do science. First of all, ma'am, right for starters, what an iconic picture. You have to tell us all the story behind this picture because you literally had 1,000 stories on Instagram, 1,000 memes behind that one picture on the Chenab Bridge.
Thank you so much. First of all, I would like to dedicate this award to Indian Railways for their vision, commitment and hard work in fulfilling our country's dream of connecting Jammu and Kashmir with the rest of the country by train. And I also share this award with every engineer who has contributed to this iconic national project. Thank you so much. And about the picture that you have seen, which has become viral in media, the picture was clicked by my daughter when I took for the first time my family to show the bridge. And that was, it was not thought to be for any media. It is a very personal picture, but that became viral. I'm glad it actually inspired many girls in the country. Thank you.
There's a story, after this picture went viral, Professor Latha went on LinkedIn and she wrote a post saying, please don't make me unnecessarily popular. This is not to my credit alone. I mean, here you had a bridge which is a marvel of the world. It's an engineering marvel. You worked on it as a consultant for 17 years. And then when the whole world is talking about it, the first instinct was not to say, yes, bring it on, get me the cameras. It was to say, please don't put unnecessary focus on me. Who does that, Professor?
No, we all should do it. It is the truth that there are like thousands of people who worked for this project. There are construction companies, engineers, many people worked for this project, and I'm not the only one. I keep saying that. Yes, I contributed significantly to the most critical part of the bridge, which is slope stability and foundation design, and I own it up. But at the same time, I don't want to take the credit of others who have worked equally hard or more than me. So that's the truth.
You know, was there any point, because this was it was a superhuman feat, you know, nobody could think that we could make a single arch bridge in such difficult terrain. There were so many challenges. You had a, you know, plan as you go along approach that I read about, and, you know, could be earthquakes, there could be cracks, there could be the kind of soil density that you did not expect. Was there a point in more than a decade and a half that you worked on the Chenab Bridge where you thought, boss, this is breaking point, you know, it's like you're this close to despair or disappointment?
There were several ups and downs in the project, to be very honest. In the initial stages when we climbed those hills, it was not looked like it is going to be a possibility that we are going to build this bridge connecting two hills. We are talking about 359 meters above the river bed. The world's highest railway bridge, 35 meters taller than Eiffel Tower. Wind is at a speed of 220 kilometers per hour. And we are building in high seismicity region. Climatic conditions are very extreme. So it was a very big challenge. And there were ups and downs in the project. And at no point of time we thought it is impossible. The only idea or thought in our mind was we have to tell our next generation that India has the strength and resilience to build this kind of iconic national project. And we want to demonstrate the civil engineering at above the clouds. That's what we call this project. And we did it.
Soaring way above the clouds. I have to put the spotlight on a young man who's quietly sitting there, Professor Latha's son, Shaurya, right there. Shaurya, you know, in our country, it is a standard
that when your parents are achievers, everyone's focus is on you, that you have to better them. So how high is the bridge that you are now being expected to make by your relatives and by your mom?
I'm obviously very proud of my mom, and when I went to see the bridge, it was a huge, it's a very big moment. A picture cannot do justice to what
Any pressure on you yet?
Pressure, no. My mom and my parents have always been very supportive in my journey. I can choose what I want to do in my future. And, through her busy late night project, she's always there for me, dropping me to school, making yummy festival food. So I think that I'd like to, my mom was always there for me and the whole family. So I'm always grateful to her.
You can't be a super successful scientist and a super mom. You're making it very difficult for the rest of the women over here. But in conclusion, before I let you go, Professor Lata, that picture broke the internet. Can we have it back on? Because Professor Lata has promised to recreate it here for us on NDTV Indian of the Year. Let's see it. Okay, let's do the flying picture. Go for it, ma'am. Go for it. There she is. Many, many congratulations, ma'am. Don't leave the...
Yes.
Oh, wait.
There it is. There it is.
Thank you so much. A super scientist, super mom, and very, very sporting. Huge round of applause for Professor Madhvi Lata.
Thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you, Padmaja.
Thank you so much.
Vedika, as we said, this one was a tie. And to give away the second award, we'd like to invite back on stage the presenting party, Vijay Harinath Singh and Balwant Harinath Singh, Vice Chairman, Darwin Platform Group of Companies, and of course, NDTV's very own Rahul Kaval.
And the award for NDTV Science Icon of the Year goes to Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla.
3, 2, 1.
Warm round of applause
And lift off.
for the rock star.
Who hurled India's aspirations into the vast cosmos, boldly docking at the International Space Station. He is the indomitable trailblazer whose courage and unrelenting quest for discovery embody India's surging scientific ambition and unquenchable thirst for the frontiers beyond. For his monumental contribution to India's triumphant ascent in space exploration, the NDTV Indian of the Year Science Icon Award belongs to Shubhanshu Shukla.
We've had some Bollywood stars in the mix today. I think most people would agree that this is as handsome a hunk as it gets. Can we have a round of applause, please? Come. I'm a Fauji brat, and growing up, the complex that you had was for Air Force officers who looked and spoke like that, right? And a lot of people in the Indian Army have that as well. So congratulations. Where's the award? Please, sir. Award to DJ. Come. Congratulations. Thank you. I want to hand you over to our resident science and tech geek, NDTV Managing Editor, Shivaruri. Sir.
Okay, he's already got a mic, so you can hear me, right? This mic works? Okay.
You can use.
Can I use this?
You can use.
Yes, okay. So, this guy here is 5 years younger than me, but I'm still not going to call him Shuks or Shubhanshu. He's Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, because to earn that rank takes a lifetime of service. So salute to you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Incredible privilege to share a frame with you here. I'm going to start it off by asking you, do you miss space?
No, absolutely. I would take any chance to go back.
If you're given an opportunity to go back, like in the next few months, your family will have no problem with it, just go back?
I would probably do what I did the first time. I will not tell them, and I would apply. So they would, of course, have a problem with me going.
Yeah, you know, see, Group Captain Shukla, from the time that you were announced as an astronaut till the time you blasted off, there were lots of delays and hiccups and things like that. During that time, did your family, try to talk you out of it? Were there moments where they were, ye kya ho raha hai?
No, actually not, and I'm so thankful to them. They have been extremely supportive, even though at times, they feel that, tension and anxiousness, but they have never let it come out. But I will tell you one thing, I will share you. When I splashed down and I came back to India and I met my mother for the first time, the first thing that she said to me was, कि बेटा बस अब हो गया, अब मत जाना. So I think that feeling was always there, but they have been extremely supportive, and I have never felt anything from their side but support.
I want to spend a couple of minutes talking about your parents and especially your mother, because when we were in the NDTV newsroom on the day of your blast off, there was one person who was monitoring you and the rocket, and there were two people saying, you stay on Shuk's mother and let us know when to cut to her. So we had your mother on one half of the screen. She was an incredible hero of the day that day as well. Obviously you couldn't know it that day because you were blasting off and you were busier with other things. But we had a fully zoomed in view of your mother and the incredible human emotions that came out that only a mother can feel, and all that anxiety. Did that, was that something that was playing on your mind, how your family must be feeling as you blast off into the unknown?
I think there is a very real understanding of what the mission is and what the risks are, and it is not just upon you to understand that, it is also for the family to understand. And that is why, you don't go to space alone. You go, it takes a lot of people and a lot of support to go. My parents were here, they could not travel to US because of, like you said, there were a lot of delays, so they could not be there. My wife was there watching the launch from the launch pad. So these feelings are of course there. But the beauty is that the support system is so strong that you don't really think about it when you are actually doing the mission, because then you are compromising on what you're doing. So I think it is not only the strength and courage on the part of the person who is going, but also on the part of the family, who is there to support him in doing what needs to be done.
Since you talked about a team, you're a fighter pilot, Group Captain Shukla, so you're all alone in that wonderful cockpit that you're in, right? So this is a bit of an unfair question. Fighter cockpit or spaceship where you're with others?
No, I have a great answer to this question. Space missions take some time, about 3 to 4 years before you launch. So there is 3 to 4 years. So when we have to go to space, you sit in the spacecraft and go, and when you're on ground, you get into the fighter cockpit. Yeah. So get best of the both worlds. So you don't have to choose one.
Yeah, you've been asked very often, and I've seen some of your past interviews, you're constantly asked about what does zero gravity feel like? But I noticed that nobody's asked you what that blast off moment actually feels like. And I actually did some research on it, and very few people have asked astronauts that, what does it feel like to actually blast off? Because you are no stranger to G-forces. Being a fighter pilot, you go through it all the time, right? What was that like? How do you compare the two? And, the blast off moment, describe that for us.
Yeah, it was very interesting for me because, like you said, I was no stranger to this feeling, engine lighting up behind you and you getting or going to the sky. But the sheer scale or the magnitude of this was totally different. I remember the minute the engines came on, it was like, you getting a question paper in your exam, you forget everything that you know. And it just blanked off for some time. It was really powerful and extremely fast for me, because you are going from 0 kilometers per hour to 28,500 kilometers per hour in about 8.5 minutes. And that kind of acceleration I had never seen before, in spite of being very familiar with this. So it was very exciting, and it was very surprising as well for me.
The build-up to the blast-off, Group Captain Shukla, was filled with some nervous moments. We at NDTV are very proud because we were tracking it, I'm sure you know this, we were tracking it more closely, almost like a live commentary until it actually happened. The oxygen leak issue that delayed things, where we are so proud that it was ISRO that stepped in and, exercised a great deal of caution. What was that like for you? Because, you were dealing with life and death decisions being taken at a very high level to keep the rocket on the ground, launch it a little later. Tell us what your emotions were at that time, because you must have been very keen to get into space at that time.
Oh yes, I was. The quarantine was so long that I did not want to spend any extra day in the quarantine and just get launched to space. But I am from the Indian Air Force, right? We also fly machines, and the seriousness of the business, about life and death is very real to us, even in aviation. And whenever you're going for such missions, everybody involved, not just the person who is sitting on the rocket, but everybody, the entire ground team and the support staff, everybody realizes the seriousness of what we are doing, and so there are no shortcuts, and this is understood very well. And so every day there used to be a briefing for us, what is happening, what is going to happen, what is the possible course of action that is going to be taken. And when everybody is satisfied, that is when we will say, okay, let's go for launch. So I think it is very clear to us, yes, it is, moments of anxiousness, but you understand it well and you deal with it in a very methodical manner to reduce the risk acceptable enough for everybody involved.
We saw that lovely moment that you had with Vicky, Kaushal, where he said that he'd love to play you. I'm sure that's crossed your mind. Like Rahul was saying, you've already got that rock star swag. You're totally killing it in a leather jacket. I'm sure you've thought of being, portrayed in a film at some point.
No, I had not thought about it before today when Vicky said that he wants to play me in a film. But now that he has said it, I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah. I'm going to leave it there, Group Captain Shukla, but just one final thing, because this is something I'm curious about, which is that people say when you go to space, you become a better person. You look at the Earth and you think, we are quite insignificant in our individuality. Did you become more philosophical after this space trip?
I think it is very natural. It will be difficult for me to convey it to everyone, but I think it is very natural because, and I came up with this analogy, like when we are small kids and we start going to school, our sense of identity comes from our home, our parents or our siblings. And when from school you start going to college, your sense of identity comes from your school. I'm from such and such school. You introduce yourself as that. And then as an extension, when you leave your city, go to some other city, your sense of identity comes from your city where you belong from. And as an extension, you leave your country and go to some other country for work, like I was in US last year. Your sense of identity comes from your country. You're representing India. And as a very natural extension, and it will be difficult for you to probably imagine that, but when you leave the planet and you go outside the Earth, your sense of identity comes from Earth and not from anything else. So I think it is a very natural extension, and you may call it philosophical or spiritual or whatever, but all of this is termed, under something known as overview effect, which is just a very different perspective or a vantage point that you get to look at Earth from the outside.
Your mother may have said, "Bas ho gaya, Shubhanshu," but all we Earthlings can wish you is your next space flight very soon. A big hand for Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla.
Thank you.
A small memento there from Mr. Manav Gangwani.
Thank you. Out of this world, literally. And now for the final, most special honor this evening, the moment we've all been waiting for, Vedika.
Absolutely, the NDTV Indian of the Year. I would like to call on stage NDTV's Vishnu Som and Shivarur.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. It is time for the final honor of the evening. For more than a year, we've been working through an incredible jury process. We've been working through our own thoughts, and we've been working towards this moment, a moment where we honor the finest in India.
We have a very strange thing in our country, where we have peacetime and wartime as two separate things. And if there's one thing that 2025 has taught us, and Vishnu and I have seen it up close, in India, there is no peacetime. And that's why there is no year like this year to pay tribute to the Indian soldier.
Ladies and gentlemen, for 2025, the NDTV Indian of the Year honor goes to the Indian soldier. A big round of applause for the Indian soldier. Our soldiers from the Army, Air Force, and the Indian Navy. And what I can tell you is that what you're going to be seeing in the next few moments is an incredible collection of the bravest of the brave. But before that, a quick look at what really made the biggest story of 2025.
They stand as an unbreakable shield of resolve, forged in a flame of duty and sacrifice, in the grim aftermath of the horrific Pahalgam terror attack. Operation Sindhu laid bare their unbreakable purpose, a thunderous strike executed with surgical precision and breathtaking courage that shook our adversaries to their core, for epitomizing the ideals of valor and selfless service. The NDTV Indian of the Year belongs unequivocally to the Indian Armed Forces.
Well, we'd be delighted if we are joined on the stage by Dr. Sanjeev Goenka, chairperson of the RP Sanjeev Goenka Group and the chair of the jury for the NDTV Indian of the Year award, and Rahul Kawal, our CEO and editor, with us as well. Rahul, if you can come on.
And we'd also like to be joined on stage by Air Marshal Ashutosh Dikshit. He's the Chief of India's Integrated Defense Staff. In this officer, ladies and gentlemen, is embodied the best of the three armed forces as one. He belongs to the Air Force, but he embodies what jointness means and what Operation Sindhu really symbolized. The three armed forces coming together in an incredible joint mission against a rival.
And you know what's really important, and I think this is something that people across our country must appreciate, that Op Sindoor was a tri-services win. It was the forces working together in absolute synergy, which in a sense defined what the outcome eventually was. And that really is the big goal for our armed forces going forward. So what we'd like to do at this stage is to invite some of the bravest sons of India. And ladies and gentlemen, what I can tell you is that on Indian news television, Shiv, I don't think there has ever been an occasion when we've got so many Veer Chakra winners for one mission, for one operation, a large one, Op Sindoor, 88 hours, but they're all over here, and we are delighted to have them come up on the stage. We'll announce their names. Shiv, you want to start?
Colonel Koshank Lamba Veer Chakra, please come up. And a big hand as I call out the names, please.
Come, sir. Lieutenant Colonel Sushil Bisht, Veer Chakra.
Naib Subedar Satish Kumar, Veer Chakra.
Group Captain Manish Arora, Veer Chakra.
Group Captain Kunal Kalra, Veer Chakra.
Wing Commander Joy Chandra, Veer Chakra.
And Commander Saurabh Kumar, Nausena Medal Gallantry.
So as we promised you, never perhaps in Indian news television have we had so many Gallantry Award winners, Veer Chakra winners, Nausena Medal Gallantry Award winners on the stage, and we feel so privileged to actually have this moment in front of all of you, because there is nothing that fills us with
Can I make a small request
forces? Yep.
Can we have a standing ovation? You've got Veer Chakra awardees from the Army, Navy and the Air Force. This has never been seen before on one stage.
This truly is a goosebump moment if ever there was. You know, Vishnu, Shiv, Padmaja, our teams track the armed forces very closely. We've had Bollywood stars, we've had singers, we've had cricketers, but nothing beats having the Indian soldier and so much collective individual bravery up on the stage on behalf of the NDTV team and more importantly on behalf of every single Indian citizen for your bravery, for your valor, for what you did on the battlefield. Thank you so much. We're all very, very proud of you. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, be seated. Air Marshal, I must ask you, as somebody who works towards the integration of the armed forces, how is jointness not just the present, but the future of what we must work towards?
Okay, so this jointness, we started just after Kargil in real earnest, though it was there earlier also. It took off when CDS was appointed, and in last 3 to 4 years, we have worked very hard to achieve this jointness, and the result is there in front of you. Jointness is not a slogan, it is a lot of activity, it is planning together, it is taking action together, it is taking responsibility together, and communication, control of escalation ladder, and all these kind of things we have now learned to do together. A small example we have seen, and in years to come you will see more and more of it.
Shiv? As Rahul said, you know, first of all, I just want to acknowledge what a goosebump moment this is for all of us here with this many Veer Chakra awardees. I don't know about you, Vishnu. I haven't shared stage with this many, you know, Gallantry Award winners in one frame. It's incredible. So I think all of us are allowed to feel that very human emotion. But Air Marshal Dixit, the jointness was one aspect of it. The other aspect that we're also proud of is how Atmanirbharta, made in India, Swadeshi weapons and systems really showed themselves as being highly reliable and lethal in Operation Sindhu.
Yeah, it was a very great thing. For that also we had worked in last few years. If you look at our air defense, which was a great success, and this we have built together with Bell for Air Force and for Army. Its integration also, a lot of missiles, you know their names, so I don't want to repeat them here. And also a lot of counter-UAS systems, which our private sector actually did a very, very good job. So because of all this, we were able to do whatever we could do. Okay.
Yeah, Marshal, thank you very much. And now really the moment all of you have been waiting for, a snippet, if you will, of the experiences of these brave men, right? Some of their memories, their most intense experiences. The questions are limited, but I assure you the answers are profound. So let me start with Colonel Lamba. Sir, the citation is long. I won't get into that. But in Op Sindoor, in what you were involved in, what is the one lasting experience or memory?
Although, if I have to say, every moment I spent in Op Sindoor has been etched into my memory in very, very firm way. However, if I have to dig out and pick and choose one memory which will probably stay with me forever, it would be the moments just before the operations was launched. We were in the gun area, and there was a calm. Just before the operations were launched, there was a eerie calm, which was a calm just before the storm we were about to unleash. In that moment, when I spoke to my men, I was apprehensive, and I was probably thinking I would find fear or confusion or apprehension. However, when I looked at my men, I saw a lot of josh, and I saw a lot of confidence in their training, and I saw fire which was there from the youngest of soldiers to the Subedars and Naib Subedars, and that was the fire which we unleashed few moments later. And that's probably one memory, that calm, and then that calm transforming into a storm. That's probably, I'll keep it me.
I'm going to invite Rahul to ask the next question, because Rahul, as everyone knows here in the Forge, of course, remembers very fondly Rahul's late father, Brigadier Gurmeet Kabul, who was a veteran gunner, someone who was incredibly interested in the art of warfare, wrote extensively about it, was generous with his knowledge. The soldiers and officers you see here, Rahul, were on the line of control, directing some of that fire. Your father would have been so proud today.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, I'm hugely emotional. We don't usually bother with photographs or talking to these Bollywood stars, or you're never awestruck. But when you meet a Veer Chakra awardee, and when you meet a Paramveer Chakra awardee, whether it's at the Army Day function or anywhere else, you almost instinctively feel the need to stand up and salute their valor. And I just want to say thank you to the Chief of the Defence Forces for allowing for all of them to come here and be a part of this very special moment. What you've done for our country, many of the stories are known through your citations. A lot of it is not known, but it really makes all of us as citizens extremely, extremely proud. And yes, not just my father, I'm sure every single person, man, woman and child sitting here would be extremely proud of what all of you have done.
So let me take operationally deployed, Shiv. Yeah. And the fact that they've all chosen to come over here today as part of this honor, it gives us in NDTV a sense of pride that we've sort of felt for so long, from the Kargil war to the battles against terrorism to the high altitude conflict in Siachen, to all of what we have seen along the line of actual control, to now Op Sindoor.
I'm just thinking, because during Operation Sindoor, I traveled the entire length of the line of control, and I'm just wondering where these officers were, because they were there at some point of time doing their incredible work. But Colonel Bish, I'll come to you with that same question. This was dangerous work. You were on the front lines. I know how intense things had gotten because I saw some of it limited, but you saw the whole thing. What was the most intense part of what you did there?
See, we had got the orders prior to us. So what we had done, that we had done the intense planning and preparation for it. And we had used all the latest technologies which we had. Even we had to study the satellite imagery, latest satellite imagery we had studied. We had seen the target area, we had done a detailed analysis of the target area. What major experience which I got, and what main thing which I remember and which I can share with the audience, is those intense 22 minutes on the night of 6th and 7th May, where my entire unit, my entire team, they were functioning in absolute sync. Everyone was well aware of their job. All the teams were well poised, well doing their job. They were doing absolutely what they were trained for. We had trained for it and we had prepared for it, and we did our job very well. You've seen in the videos which you have just played, the firing which we did, we created a havoc in the enemy hinterlands.
Incredible work, Vishnu, and
we can write a book on each one of these men.
Yeah. Each one of them is a separate book, mind you.
Yeah. That's true. Naib Subedar सतीश कुमार वीर चक्रम, नायब सूबेदार, शुक्रिया आप हमारे साथ हैं आज। आपका जो मिशन था जिसपे आपको एक वीर चक्र दिया गया है, आपको ऑनर किया गया है, उसके बारे में आप कुछ बताएंगे? आपके सबसे अहम मेमोरी या याद उसके बारे में?
ऑपरेशन के दौरान सबसे बड़ी याद, जब दुश्मन की तरफ से 2 मोटर पोजीशन से हमारी मोटर पोजीशन के ऊपर फायर आया, तो ये मेरे लिए सबसे बड़ी चुनौती थी, क्योंकि एक पोजीशन से 2 टारगेट को एंगेज करना बहुत ही मुश्किल है। लेकिन मेरे पास 4 मोटर थे। मैंने 2 टारगेट पर 2 मोटर, एक टारगेट पर 2 और दूसरे पर 2 मोटर को ले किया और अलग-अलग डाटा पास किया, और उसके ऊपर कार्बन फायर गिरा के उसको पूरी तरह से बर्बाद किया। उसके बाद मैंने दुश्मन की 3 पोस्ट के ऊपर इल्यूमिनेशन और स्मोक अराउंड फायर करके आग लगाई, जिससे 300 से 400 मीटर के इलाके में आग लग गई और 30 से 35 माइन ब्लास्ट हुए।
You know, I am particularly glad today that not only that we have Air Marshal Dixit with us, who heads the Integrated Defence Staff, but we've got representatives of all three of our forces. And Operation Sindoor, I promise you, was a joint operation. Group Captain Arora, the Air Force was very visible during Operation Sindoor for obvious reasons as well. But what was your most memorable moment? It was intense. It was extremely high octane. It was short, but there was a lot of preparation before that as well. It seemed to work like clockwork. What was it like being on the inside?
Well, it was intense, isn't it? It was really intense. And there were a lot of memories which we have. One of the memory which keeps on coming back to me, and probably I'll take it, you know, it'll take forever for it to get erased from my memory, is this is when we are going for our first mission. And I walk into the briefing room, similar to what Colonel Lamba has just explained. Now these young women and men are sitting over there. There is, you know, that day that room was slightly different. There was that unsettling calmness or some kind of stillness in them. You know, when we saw each other in the eyes, it was understood that we are the answers for the tears of those 26 families who lost their innocent ones. You know, there was a latent emotion, angst, filled to the brim, which had to be expressed. And we had to, you know, go and express that. That was our responsibility. It was totally and totally understood. After that, you know what happened. 4 days of intense conflict. The enemy was on its all fours, begging for mercy. It was a perfect display of professionalism, willpower, and focused targeting at that time.
May I just say that the satellites had a very hard time keeping up with the number of targets that all of you hit.
See, I know a lot of things, but probably this is not the platform. But yes.
But you're here with us for dinner, so maybe we'll find out more.
But it was intense for you. I can also tell you that these three men in blue are all crackerjack fighter pilots. They are the best of the best, and their valor in these operations for different sorts of missions, whatever they were, reflect the best of the men in blue. But Group Captain Kalra, let me come to you first. Your most intense memory of those 88 plus hours.
Good evening, everyone. First of all, I was very fortunate to be part of this operation, because it is a dream come true for any soldier or any air warrior to be part of a live action. So I was one of them, and I would say I was very fortunate for it. Personally, for me, the most proud moment, I would call it, and that was when my weapons left my aircraft and I saw them heading towards the targets. Woo.
What does that feel like when you've got the weapon out, heading towards the target? What's going on in the mind of fighter pilot?
Yeah, actually at that time, all the challenge, all the conditions that were slightly unfavorable, that all faded, all the noise faded, and you know, I was in my zone. And that time I realized that we train day in and day out for all these missions and challenges we simulate. But this one is different because these weapons are carrying a purpose. These weapons are carrying nation's hope and prayers for how they are supposed to go. And I just know one thing, the Indian Air Force core values, which I thought before the mission as well, and during mission, integrity and excellence, which we abided by. And I realized that when from the word go, when this operation, we got the missions on a very short notice, we planned well, our mission objectives were clear, imprinted on each and every of my formation members' mind, and we took the fight to the adversary, owning up the skies as my weapons left. And lastly, I would say that, I quote, Tato Yato Dharma Tato Vidya, which means where there is truth and righteousness, there is victory. There was victory then, and there will be victory forever ours. Jai Hind.
I just want to put those pictures of the air bases that were hit back on our screen behind us for just a moment. Group Captain Kalra, I just want to ask you, when you saw these pictures finally of the targets that you had hit, what went through your mind? You guys are professional pilots. You just talked about the very human emotions you felt in the cockpit, releasing those weapons. But when you saw images like the ones you see behind you, the weapons heading in, hitting, the satellite images later, what does a fighter pilot feel?
I think, even now, I'm reliving that moment and I'm getting an adrenaline rush. I don't have any words for this. It can't be expressed in words because this is, as I said earlier, it's a fighter pilot's dream. To hit with precision targeting, precision strikes, like you see on the screen, and there was much more, but it ceased.
This is everyone's dream. It's just the fighter pilots and the top guns who get to live that dream. But this is actually everyone's dream. They all hope of being in a cockpit, firing away, going for the Pakistanis or wherever else. But you get to live that dream. This is what it feels like to be in the presence of these top guns.
What I love is more than one of them says, there's a lot more, but I can't really tell you about it. But I want to tell you about it.
One small detail which I did pick up in the course of my own reporting, Rahul, was that when the mission orders came, everybody in the squadron, all the units stood up and said, okay, we are going, ready. And they had to be told, no, your time will come. There may be more missions as well, but they were all like, why not me? And that in a sense reflected what that spirit of Josh is all about.
Thank you.
Wing Commander Joy Chandra, we are limited, of course, to this one question for obvious reasons, but I will ask you that question, sir. Your most intense moment or memory from Op Sindoor, those days.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I am feeling very proud and fortunate to represent the gallant of the Indian Air Force and our prestigious armed forces. The people whom you are seeing right now are only few of the many those who have worked together to achieve what we have done during the operation. Okay. Now coming to the question per se, the most memorable moment. For me, it wasn't just the mission itself, but actually the process and the phase before that. So actually in Indian Air Force, every sortie that we fly, whether it is day-to-day training flying or a normal mission during an operation, it is intense. And we approach every sortie with the same passion, professionalism and preparation. So it is all preparation and the planning when comes together and is successful is what makes it memorable, and that is what has happened during Op Sindoor. And it's not only me, I think so every one of us and everyone back home is feeling proud to be a part of this operation right now. And I know it has been a very grand success, but actually success is not ours, it is actually of the nation. Actually they have given us that courage to perform and do what we are trained to do, and that is what I take it. Thank you.
In fact, what we are doing over here is we are honoring the armed forces. There isn't a trophy over here because they were doing their jobs. So it is an honor of the men and women in uniform who play a critical role day in and day out. Op Sindoor is in the news for obvious reasons, but I can also tell you that 365 days a year, whether there is a war or no war, these men and women in uniform are working constantly, whether it's Hadar missions or humanitarian aid missions which take place, rescue missions which take place, missions against terrorism which take place, which unfortunately are all too common, high altitude deployment scores, a lot of consternation. It is very, very difficult on the mind, on the body. Deployments out at sea for extended periods of time, these are also challenging as well. Commander Saurabh Kumar, Nausena Sena Medal, gallantry, representing the brave Indian Navy, the proud Indian Navy on this panel. What was your most memorable moment in the last year or so?
First of all, thank you very much for bringing me here and standing here in front of all other gallant officers and soldiers from sister services. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The most memorable moment started the moment my squadron gave me a team, and immediately thereafter, the first thing that came in mind was, flying in front with the Joes which the team had because of the results which started coming in on the TV. And that was the most memorable moment. And one personal thing I would like to bring out here. When I landed in night, so it was mid-past night, it was my 10th marriage anniversary. So I got an immediate call, and that gave me a very personal touch which I'll never forget.
So wife ne kya bola?
Happy marriage anniversary.
No, one of the amazing things about the Navy, you may be wondering why there's only one person from the Navy here. That is, we're privileged to get and be able to host any number of these soldiers, but like one of the group captains said, this is just a small fraction of the number of gallantry award winners from Operation Sindoor. That was the sheer scale of the valor and bravery that was shown by men and women in the armed forces. But before we end, I do want to acknowledge one thing, that when we salute and thank each of these officers and soldiers, please let us never ever forget that they've got incredible families standing behind them.
Yes, a warm round of applause for that.
People, mothers, fathers, children, wives like Commander Saurabh's, who must have spent, weeks of sleepless nights with their, loved ones on the front line, inside angry cockpits, firing missiles, firing weapons. So every soldier that Vishnu and I have ever met has always known that for a soldier to be able to fight and defend, they need an incredible family behind them, and all of them do. So thank you to all of your families as well. So thank you.
And before we end this evening, I also want to say a big thank you to everyone who's joined us here at the NDTV Indian of the Year. This is the 20th time that we've assembled for this marquee IP. It's been a spectacular evening, and not just to the families of the soldiers, but to our producers back in the studios, our producers in the production control room here, our fantastic videographers, the entire team that brought this together with such clockwork precision. It's almost like a military force by itself. You've seen the depth and the diversity and the talent of the NDTV team through this evening, and we're very thankful to all of you, our jury, our partners, for being here, and most of all, to these very brave women and men from the armed forces for doing their job and doing it so well and making us all so proud. We want to end by requesting all of you to stand for the national honor. National anthem, please.
माता की, भारत माता की, भारत माता की।
Let's take a photo. Yeah.
What an incredible moment and what an incredible evening, ladies and gentlemen.
What a fantastic audience you have been through this evening. Vedika, it's come to an end. NDTV Indian of the Year 2025.
Absolutely. Thank you for being here and thank you for witnessing an incredible evening. But of course, we need to thank our sponsors this evening for NDTV Indian of the Year 2025, presented by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group.
Powered by
Raymond Group. Go ahead.
Co-powered by Gallant Group. Co-powered by Adani Energy. State partner Government of Uttar Pradesh and Government of Uttarakhand.
Social impact partner M3M Foundation, sustainability partner ProStar M Infosystems Limited, credit score partner CRIF Highmark Credit Bureau, industry partner Darwin Platform Group of Companies, stationery partner Natraj,
Charging partner Adani Power. Associate partners Just Rights for Children, Axis Max Life Insurance, and Art House Glassware. Gifting partner Manav Gangwani. And with that, we come to an end of yet another successful event here at the NDTV network. Vedika, thank you for being an amazing host. Thank you for being an amazing audience.
Thank you.
All right, viewers, that was NDTV's marquee event, the NDTV Indian of the Year. What a power lineup it was. And let's now get you the big story that we are tracking. I'm Gauri Dwivedi, and let me walk you through the big story that we've been tracking, which is in Bangladesh. Day 3 of the anti-India protests in Bangladesh. Violence and arson have erupted on the streets of Bangladesh. This happened after the death of a prominent student leader, Sharif Usman Hadi. His body has been repatriated to Dhaka from Singapore, where he had succumbed to his injuries. He was